and we ain't never got to box again. Well. I already been getting these bets, but now it's time for you to get your just due.
Yeah, you know the deal. We back again. Yo. A round of applause for Jersey's finest. A lot of content creators not worthy, but they minus. They get offended and start singing like the whiners. Talking like they tough, but it's only screaming and whining. My homie JusDue is the cat you don't come to. Your squad get run through. By the time you come to, you duck food. You suckers talk tough on the internet, revealing all your threats. Now we got you trapped in the net. JusDue be on this grind, y'all better hustle up. You deadlifted 90 pounds, we doing muscle ups. There's really no comparison. His voice sound like a derringer. Throwing a towel is just embarrassing. My dog Just very philosophical and psychological, and he mixed it all with good boxing news. These YouTubers feel like Bishop, I guess they got the juice, but it's lonely at the top to Just to feel like child abuse. Be respectful, he don't want to talk wild and loose. If you can't relate, you get dismissed like a mild dispute. These weird cats will tell lies, then they hide the truth. Why beyond views? You lose your life when you collide with dude. It's JusDueBoxing. All you cowards quit jocking. Kirk is official with no other options. Yeah. You know the deal. Judah Ben, we in the spot. JusDueBoxing, yeah. And of course, shout out to Mrs. Do, holding the whole family down. Word 'em up, word 'em up.
What's good? Salute to the fam. We back again. It's your boy, back to build on some more boxing. Salute to the fam. Hope y'all feeling good on this good Tuesday. Do your boy solid. Smash the like button on the way in. And we're gonna build on a few things today, man. So always a lot to discuss. D1, what it do, homie? Crush, what's good, bro? Gertz, what it do, fam? How y'all bros feeling? How y'all feeling today, man? How y'all feeling? Salute to everybody, man. We gonna cook on this. These topics I seen today, man. I see everybody. I don't want to say everybody. I see that this Teofimo news have been swirling around with Tank possibility. Not like I didn't never think that was happening. I still don't think it's happening. What I did hear though, aside from what Oscar Delahoya is saying, is he wants, keyword, he wants Ryan Garcia versus Teofimo or Haney, and those are good fights, man. But first things first, Oscar kind of counting his chickens before they hatch, man. Ryan got to go in there, and he got a pretty good fight with a KO artist, pretty much. Yeah, I said Tuesday. My bad. I said Tuesday. Appreciate you, Crush. I'll be tripping back here. Tay, salute, Queen. How you feeling? Yes, sir. That's what I'm talking about, Queen. I'm rocking right with you, man, because I already know how it go. I'm rocking with you. Salute to the Queen, Tay. Mike, what it do, homie? How you feeling? Like $1 million bucks. That's what I like to hear, man. Salute to everybody in the building. So like I said, we've been hearing this circulating around about Teofimo and Tank. That sound good. I think it's just a way to get the people talking. I don't think it's no real situation with that going on. They'll surprise me if so, but like I said, what I heard, a possibility of Ryan and Teo as well. So it's a lot. It's what I think at the end of the day, what it is these promoters are weighing their options, and they trying to capture, I think, the imagination of the fans by telling us they got, they focused on certain fights. You get what I'm saying? But first things first, for Oscar, Ryan, should I say, he got to get past Oscar Duarte. So if he don't get past him, he could forget about fighting Teofimo or Devin Haney. Dante Hall Boxing Talk. What's good with it, bro? Hey, Dante. Hey, bro, you with me? You know what I'm saying? He gonna get his in blood. Miss Just Do. Salute to my queen. How you feeling, baby girl? Peace and love. Salute to everybody. Yeah, he fighting Duarte first. But again, so let me put this in perspective, right? This is if he is to beat this guy December 2nd. He talking about turning around for February 10th. And fighting either Teofimo or Haney. But, a lot of things got to go right. Haney got to win his fight. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what Teofimo going to do, but I'm hearing he has a possible date for February 10th. So the question is, who is they going to put on that card? Who they going to match him up with? You get what I'm saying? Who they going to match him up with? Nah, she don't Crush. That's her new page. I'm glad you said that. That's her new channel. So I'm gonna get Tay right. Let me find. I got you right now. I'm glad you said that. Boom. Take care of that. Okay, I got you tightened up, Queen, and I'm about to go subscribe now. Right now. Boom. There we go. Okay, Tay, I got you wrenched up, man. So now you can drop your link if you want. And y'all can subscribe. That's her new channel, by the way. So y'all feel free to check out the queen. So yeah, man, let's talk about this, man. Let's build on this for a little bit. So look, this is the fight. Yeah, nah, it's her. Yeah, I got you, Crush. It's her. You know what I mean? But salute to Tay. Keep grinding, queen. I'm rocking with you. Teach what to do, homie. He said, I did it for the culture. Man, that man said he did it for the culture and turned around and said, the hell with legacy, man. I want money. He said, the hell with that. He might as well have said, yeah, hey, man, D1, he might be able to punch a lot of it. Yo, dude got like, hold on, let me pull him up real quick. Let me pull up Oscar, man. Oscar Duarte is a guy. He got a solid record. Where he at, man? Is this him? Oh man, I clicked the wrong one. Hold on. Oscar Duarte. Yeah, D1. He 26-1-1 with 21 KOs, so he got over an 80% KO ratio. Let's see who he fought though. He definitely got some punching power. His last fight was May 27th. He fought D'Angelo Keys, who was 17-2. He stopped him in the 7th round. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Damn, dude, buddy ass riding an 11-fight win streak. All KOs too. His last loss was in 2019. He lost a split decision to Adrian Estrella, whoever that is. I never heard of that guy, but D for the win. What it do, homie? How you feeling, bro? Yeah, he fought his last loss. Well, his only loss, because he had a draw. His only loss was back in 2019. Since then, he got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11 straight wins, all stoppages. So this kid definitely can punch. I think I respect Ryan Garcia for getting right back in there. And again, I know this might not be the highest caliber of opponent, but you don't expect it to be coming off a knockout loss, right? The first loss of his career. But make no mistake about it, he is challenging somebody with some punching power that got some experience over him. You know what I'm saying? Got about, what, 28 total fights. Got 1 loss, 1 draw, 21 knockouts. Out of his 26 wins, man, I think we might be in for a good fight. We all know Ryan is 23-1. So about what he got, 18 knockouts, I think. So look, man, this is a good fight, man. This is a good fight. It's a good comeback fight. Like I said, I think this is a bit of a risky opponent to some degree. We all know Ryan ain't got the best defense, and we don't know exactly what to expect from him just yet, you know, fighting under Derrick James. So before, you know, Oscar De La Hoya could get to February 10th, Ryan got to deal with December 2nd, and he got to come out on top. He got to beat this dude. Did you see him get into Twitter? You're not on pay-per-view. Ryan had a great response. I thought, I didn't see it, D1. I ain't catch it. Pat Bell, salute, homie. Much love, much appreciation. Supporting the grind, man. Appreciate you, family.
And we ain't never got a box again. Well, I already been getting these bets, but now it's time for you to get your just due.
Man, with some much love and appreciation, Pat. Yeah. We on it. We waiting for it. Yep, don't stop. I'm glad you keeping it rocking, Tay. We right here with you. Rosa was good with it. I think so too, bro. I think he is too. I think he gonna give him a nice run for his money. Salute to my bro Mike and that Cash App, man. Much love, much appreciation, bro.
And we ain't never got a box again. Well, I already been getting these bets, but now it's time for you to get your just due.
My guy Mike, much love and appreciation, homie. Salute to you. But yeah, man. So look, it's just a conversation right now, but it's good if it's real truth behind this, right? If Oscar is really looking to put, you know, Ryan Garcia in big fights, meaningful fights, then I'm all for it. And like I said, with Ryan looking like he been unhappy with these guys, you know, who knows? I mean, he could be trying to put him in a position to lose while he sent him on his way out. So we're just gonna have to wait and see. But this is, I think, a bit of a risky opponent. Again, he's not the biggest name, but I've heard of him. He obviously only lost once. He got 1 draw. His 1 loss was back in 2019. You got to think he's strung together 11 straight wins, all knockouts. So you got to have some type of punching power. You get what I'm saying? Got to be legit to some degree, despite the level of competition. He obviously getting these guys out of there consistently. So I definitely respect Ryan. I respect the Tank fight that he took. You know, we all kind of felt like we knew what was going to happen there. So I still gave him much credit, much respect for taking the fight. Now I respect the fact that he got rid of Joe Goosen, got with Derrick James. He seemed to be taking his career a lot more seriously. And I think with an opponent like this coming off a loss, you just got to give a young man some credit, man, and see what he's able to go in there and do. He's definitely fighting a guy with some punching power and some experience. So let's see how he handle him. Let's see what his first fight under Derrick James really look like. That's what I'm itching to see. I'm itching to see if he improved at all, because I'm gonna be watching close. He's a fighter and a 15-time national champion. Beat Devin Haney 3 times in the amateur. He's definitely a real fighter, D1. And the fact that he's with Derrick James, I feel like he's taking it very serious, bro. And I can respect that. You get what I'm saying? I can respect it. Sparky Pete, what's good with it, family? How you feeling? Salute to you. Ricky Williams, what's good with it, bro? Mike, appreciate you, family. What's good with it, Rick? How you feeling, man? So look, man, I'm looking forward to this fight. You know, this is what we want from all fighters, right? We want these dudes to go out here and challenge themselves, right? And I think this is a good challenge right here. He said horrible style matchup. And that's what that's why I think this fight is intriguing, Roger. He's gonna have to deal with this dude, rough, rugged, you know, Hispanic kid that's gonna be coming, man. What's Oscar Duarte? Hey, from Panama, Mexico. Yeah, man. Tough Mexican fighter. Yeah, he got his hands full for sure. I think he got his hands full. So if he handled Duarte, depending on how he beat him, I'd be impressed. Beat Barroso and Davies. I feel you. Rome, what it do, homie? How you feeling? I feel you. Hey, look, I want to see it. I want to see it because I think it's a risky fight coming off a loss. I think it's one that he definitely got the potential of losing. At the end of the day, they both only lost one time, right? He obviously lost to a high caliber fighter in Tank Davis. Now I know Duarte ain't fought no Tank Davises, but you know, he did have a one loss. I believe it was a split decision too. Yeah, he had one split decision loss in a 10-rounder back in 2019, like I said, against Adrian Estrella, who was 28-3. And since then, he reeled off 11 straight wins and all knockouts or TKOs and stoppages. So this dude definitely been on a tear. And that's another factor into this fight. This dude coming off knockout win after knockout win. So he gonna come into this fight with some confidence, feeling like he could knock Ryan Garcia out, especially after seeing him get knocked out by Tank. You get what I'm saying? So good fight for Ryan Garcia. A risky fight for sure. I think it's I mean, for me, D1, I think it's false. I don't think it's no, you know, I don't think that's coming up. And the reason why I say that is because I believe Teofimo, I believe so. He might have a February 10th date because Robisi Ramirez is going to be headlining on Heisman night. Remember, Teofimo, they used to have him fighting in the Heisman night slot. You know what I mean? It was successful. He was doing his thing, getting knockouts, wearing the college jerseys and all that. So it was fun to watch him doing that. But I'm guessing they moving on from that, and they trying to get him that February 10th slot. You know, the Super Bowl weekend, and the opponent that I'm hearing for Teofimo potentially is a Ryan Garcia. That's the funny part. I'm not hearing Tank. I'm hearing Ryan Garcia potentially. And again, Ryan Garcia got to get past this dude, and he can't, you know, obviously suffer too much punishment and put him in a situation where he's gonna have to take any significant time off. So he's gonna have to essentially come out of this fight kind of clean if he looking to then turn right back around, you know, in February and fight. So we gonna see. His dad saying they're in negotiation. Who that? Teo? You talking about Teo dad, right? He get on my nerves, bro. He get on my nerves. He be lying, bro. But listen, it could be true, D1. If he's saying it, I can't tell him, right? I'm not over there with him. But from what I'm hearing, right, I'm hearing the focus wasn't a Tank Davis. Yeah, Teo saying you're right. Yeah, I did hear that he said it. I'm hearing that it was, you know, the focus is more of a Ryan potentially for that. Oh, and then it was two other opponents. Now Ryan would be the biggest surprise out of the picks. But two names that I was hearing for Teofimo was Arnold Barboza and Jose Ramirez. So you know, be on the lookout for that if they potentially slip one of those dudes in there with Teo too, because that's something else that I was hearing. So we're gonna see, man. And the thing is with boxing, man, we get some of this news and it'd be a little premature. And I think people just be spitballing and throwing different ideas out there to see how the people react and respond to it, right? And I think that's what they're doing here, because you're hearing different things, Teo and Tank, Teo, Ryan, you know what I'm saying? And you keep hearing that February 10th date. So that date is obviously locked in. And I believe Top Rank and Bob Arum got that date situated. So I believe they could potentially be slipping Teofimo in there. But who they're going to put them in there with is the real question. I ain't surprised, Roger. I ain't surprised. Miss Joette, salute, Queen. How you feeling this good afternoon? I do think everybody, Teofimo is Tank's biggest fight out of all of that. Yeah, and it would be wise for them to go after Teo. Absolutely, bro. It'd make all the sense in the world, D1. I don't see no reason why it can't happen. You get what I'm saying? But I tell you what, if Oscar is serious about putting Ryan in the fire with these lions, then I want to see it. You get what I'm saying? Him and Haney got some old history in the amateurs, like you said, man. He beat Haney, 3 times in the amateur? I think they fought 6 times. I think they 3-3 or something like that. So they got some old history right there. You know, Ryan is still fairly fresh to 140. Haney will be getting his first fight there come December 9th with Regis Progress. So all of these matchups are intriguing. I think 140 is going to get interesting in the next few months, man. So I'm going to be looking forward to see what these matchups going to be. I want to see them. You know what I'm saying? So 3 for 3, right? 3 for 3. So they got some history right there, man. That's a potential selling point of the fight. You know, Ryan going to bring his his people out, and I don't know, that'd be a good fight to watch. I'll definitely tune in for it, man. I like to see Devin, Ryan Garcia running back. Why not? It's good for boxing, you know what I mean? But again, more importantly, he got to get past Oscar Duarte, or he gonna find himself in trouble. You get what I'm saying? So he fighting a real opponent. Let's see how he deal with this dude. You got a rugged guy in front of him, riding off a lot of confidence. Like I said, he won 11 straight fights in a row, so he gotta have some type of punching power. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna see. Salute to Ryan for coming back, taking a fight like this when I know he probably could have took a softer touch. And I know this dude might not be considered elite, but he's a solid guy. 28 fights, he only lost one and had a draw in the other, and he been rocking since. So I want to see it. So we're gonna see, man. We're gonna see if Ryan could get past this dude, and then I'm very interested to seeing what they're gonna do for February 10th. I really want to know who gonna fill that card out. You know what I mean? So we gonna see as this news come. I'll definitely drop it to y'all. In fact, right after he gets done with Regis, since he's a big legacy fighter, go get Ryan. right. If he beat Regis, that big, yeah, right. It's funny because everyone calls Ryan trash, but if he beat Devin 3 times, that's it about Devin. Nah, yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like he's a real fighter. He's a legit fighter. He's got skill and talent. I think Ryan's biggest problem is his commitment. The lack of commitment and consistency to his game. And I think, him kind of stunting his growth and not improving the way his peers are, being that I don't think he was taking boxing as serious. Now with a Derrick James, I would suspect that he would be taking things a lot more seriously and be willing to work. So like I said, I can't wait to see how he look for his first fight under Derrick James. It should be fun. Ryan B. Haney 3 times, and y'all think Shakur ducking him. Come on, man. Right. Not considered elite yet because he hasn't won a championship, right? True indeed, man. So look, this is a good fight. It's a good fight for the people. Let's see what Ryan do, man. Let's see what Riggedy Super Ride do, man. It's gonna be a good little scrap for him. Nice little scrap, man. And this guy here, bro. This guy here, I don't know if y'all been hearing anything about Anthony Joshua as of lately, but this guy here, at this point, I think he just using Wilder's name at this point. And I don't even like the word clout, but I think he's just using his name because on one end, he's saying Tyson Fury is ducking him, and he's annoyed because Tyson Fury ducking him. And then on the other end, he's saying he's focused on Wilder. So how was Tyson Fury ducking you when he signed up to fight Francis Ngannou? I just don't get that part. I mean, he want us to believe that he want to fight Wilder, but we ain't hearing nothing but the same old stuff. And the last time I just read an article the other day, Eddie Hearn said they back at square one because of the people they was talking to wasn't serious or something to that effect. So again, I just don't think we're going to get that fight midnight. What it do, homie? I said, ooh, let's beat Bud and the Emmys. Look how that turned out. Right. Oh, man. Right. You midnight, it's funny you bring that up. It's some people that felt like because Bud lost the Ugas and the amateurs, he would lose to him in the pros. It was some people really pushing that. It really was pushing it. TD, what's good with it, bro? He say ain't nobody ducking AJ, dude. I'll fight that man tomorrow. He's off his cot. That's what I said, TD. Ain't nobody ducking his ass. He said Fury ducking him and he frustrated. But he's focused on Wilder. You know what I'm saying? This guy is and I like AJ. I think he's a likable dude, but I just would personally, I would like to see him and Wilder just get in the ring and get it over with.
I'm just focused on fighting him now. That's it. That's what I'm focused on. No, that's what I'm saying. I'm not trying to compare what would have been, and it's a weakness. I'm just focused on smashing his head in now. That's it.
And so that was short and sweet. You heard what he said. That bruh said he focused on smashing Wilder's head in. That's it. But at the same token, he's saying Fury ducking him. So I don't know what's up with this dude. I just think he's using the name at this point. I don't know how serious he is. I'm tired of hearing about it. I would just want to see it. If you're going to fight him, please fight him. If not, just don't say nothing else about it. And we could just move on. But then fight Gas. Eddie got AJ brainwashed. They don't want to fight you, mate. Right. TD. That's what they telling him. Just because another fighter beat him doesn't mean another fighter will. That is true. That is absolute true. Yeah, triangle theories do not work. Salute to my bro Rick. Brian and Devin fight. I got Ryan. That's funny, D1. You funny. It's D1, okay? Everyone, please remember D1 comment. Zoom verse. Peace and blessings to my Brody. What's good with the Zoom? How you feeling, bro? Appreciate you sliding through. What is Devin going to jab him to death because we know he's not knocking him out. And Ryan can cut the power out. Ryan has more ways to win that fight. Interesting, D1. Interesting. Like, look, I think at the very least he can find himself being somewhat of an improved fighter under Derrick James if he's been taking the work seriously and been applying himself. So that's why I'm ready to see him back in the ring, and I'm glad he got a date and he got a real opponent, I think, in front of him. So let's see how he handle him, man. Let's see if he can possibly get out of this fight without, getting touched up too much. Athletic mind, what it do, Brody? How you feeling? Devin fans shouldn't even want the Ryan fight. They should on Tank for fighting him. There you go. That is true. That's true, TD. That is true. Ryan winning wouldn't blow my mind. He's dangerous. Always had a puncher's chance. Devin is hittable. Right. Try some new concept, bro. Check it out. Definitely, bro. Definitely. I got you. For sure. Appreciate you sliding through. I already know you dropped some heat, bro. I already know how you get down. And if y'all haven't, bro, for anybody in here, if y'all ain't check out the homie Athletic Mind, man, he be dropping some heat. Dope videos, dope edits, man. Dope trailers to these fights, man. And he do some great work, man. But yeah, man, but Brody said he focus on smashing Wilder head in, bro.
Focus on fighting him now. That's it. That's what I'm focused on. No, that's what I'm saying. I'm not trying to compare what would have been, and it's a weakness. I'm just focused on smashing his head in now. That's
it. Smash his head in. Just gonna smash his head in. Wilder, see that, boy. Wilder gonna knock this man head in the front row somewhere. I'm telling you. Punch that man head in the front row. Talking about you smashing somebody. Talking about smashing somebody's head in. You gonna see. You gonna see. So yeah, man, let's get him off the screen, man. So at the end of the day, look, I hear him talking, but I also hear what Eddie Hearn said. Eddie Hearn said whoever they were speaking to about making a fight between him and Wilder was not serious. So they're looking for new people or new investors, whatever the case is, to make that fight. But I feel like it's just more of the same BS. They dragging it along. I just don't think Eddie Hearn is in position to get that fight for whatever reason. It ain't the Wilder fight signed and announced. Should be more pressure now than Fury versus Usyk is done. Absolutely, bro. Something got to give. Something got to shake on that side. You get what I'm saying? Cobain, what's good with it, bro? Not so to Anthony Joshua. He's a mid. Man, he just. I mean, when this pertains to a Wilder, like, I don't see him beating a Wilder. You know what I'm saying? At all. With the fighter that he is, I just don't see him beating Wilder at any point in his career, let alone right now. I just think he's far too hesitant. I think he overthinks. I think he's a little bit gun shy, but at the same time, I do think he polished some of the rough edges up a bit. You know what I mean? I think he paced himself a little bit better in his last fight, but at the end of the day, I think, he's very hittable, and I think he, Wilder just being a lot more athletic and elusive, lighter on his feet, I think he'll stretch him. Don, what it do, homie? How you feeling, bro? Right, D1. So they just gonna keep using his name and acting as if they want to fight him, knowing they really don't. AJ could talk. Yeah, I'm telling you, he know what it is. Athletic mind, he know what it is. He know what it is. He ain't ready to take that dirt nap, man. He ain't ready. He ain't ready to take that dirt nap. He not ready, man. So, man, moving on past this guy, because again, obviously, you know he don't want no smoke or Wilder. He gonna just keep saying stuff, and the fight will never happen that way. So we gonna see. We gonna see. LaMarcus, what it do, homie? How you feeling? He said Wilder gonna knock that dude out. He gonna punch that man head into the front row. I'm telling you, somewhere. I need to fight somebody long overdue. Yeah, I need to see him touch somebody up, TD. That Hellenius fight was far too fast, and it obviously seemed like it got people spooked because they ain't in a rush to get up in there, bro. They're not in a rush to get up in there. They gotta show me something. Rick. Salute to LaMarcus. What's good with it, bro? But yeah, man, the reason I got this picture pulled up, for 2 reasons, man. For one, you know, I'm seeing it floating around a little bit, and they saying that Canelo Alvarez received $50 million or whatever to fight Charlo. And this is the type of stuff that I'm talking about, right? There's nothing wrong with a fighter getting their money. You want to see people, you know, you don't mind seeing a guy get their just due, right? And get their bag. But again, $50 million to fight a junior middleweight. Like this is what's going on in boxing, bro. And we helping, you know, fund this. You get what I'm saying? This is the frustrating part about Canelo Alvarez, bro. He a damn good fighter. You know, I respect the skill set, the talent, man, and the experience, man. But this whole blowing up these fighters and fighting them and then calling it greatness is they got to do away with it, man. They got to show me something else, man. I'm tired of the same old song and dance. And again, if this dude is making $50 million to fight a junior middleweight, something is seriously wrong with this picture. You get what I'm saying? This boxing got so goofy. Like, we not even demanding that people fight guys in a weight class. That's crazy, man. Like, that's crazy. And he getting paid real money. Real money, bro. Guilty of paying for it. You get what I'm saying? All of us are, because we real boxing supporters, right? But damn, like, you get what I'm saying? Like, if you 50 M's to fight a blown up junior middleweight is wild, bro. Nah, man, you ain't no sim, TD. You just a real boxing supporter. That's all, bro. You get what I'm saying? We try to support what we felt like was going to at the very least, be a competitive matchup. You get what I'm saying? As far as the main event, we expected that. But I didn't expect this guy to really give him the ultimate respect and really fall back and not really go for it, right? Like the winning spirit wasn't there. You get what I'm saying? Like, I just never seen him lay down quite like that. And now, you know, remember I was saying yesterday that he initially said he wasn't going to fight no Tim Tszyu. Remember, he said he wasn't fighting Tim Tszyu. Now, I read today, he said, in fact, that he is going back down to 54 for sure. He's definitely going back down there. And he said if Tim Tszyu is next, then he on it. That's his exact words. If Tim Tszyu is next, he on it. And I think that's a great next move for Charlo, because a big question out there is now, can he bounce back from this loss that he just took against Canelo? And I think the answer is yes, depending on what fight he takes. So I like the energy. If you really gonna go back down to your weight class where you was at 54, he said he can make 54 easy. And he said if Tim Tszyu is next, that's what he wants. So I think he can get himself back, earn the respect of the people with a good win. I think Tim Tszyu is grown to be a solid opponent, man, a credible opponent, a strong guy that can box a little bit. So I think that'd be a good, interesting fight for him. And I don't think it'll be easy. I don't. Thought Mel was going to be at least competitive. Man, I'm telling you, Cobain, I did too, bro. I did. Yeah, Miss Joette, he could get that belt back. He could regain his belt back. He could regain his belt back, because I know he want it. I know he want that belt back. I know he want to be undisputed again, especially after losing to Canelo in that fashion. So that's his get back fight, in my opinion. Like, you get what I'm saying? I know you've been saying Crawford, but I don't think that's the fight. I don't think that's the fight next. I truly think I'd rather I think we're gonna see him possibly with a Tim Tszyu, especially if Tim Tszyu beat Mendoza. I think that's gonna be a good fight. I'm upset, dude. I can't remember the last Canelo fireball. I did that for Mel. Like that. Yo, I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you, fella, you paid for a sparring match, right? I'm telling you. Has anyone ever done that before at the same weight class? Maybe Clarissa. Maybe Clarissa Shields. Maybe I think she did. Crawford will get beat if you fight Canelo, and that's the new content I drop. But I definitely got to check it out, bro. Like, look, I was cooking on that yesterday as well. That's just not a fight that I think he should go ahead and take because it's gonna lead to some damage being done. Like, and I really could see skillfully, like he can be in the fight. That's not gonna be the problem, right? Talent wise and everything, he's in the fight. But it's the size disadvantage that he'd be at. Like, we just seen the dude jump 2 weight classes and how it went for him. And this notion that he'll now jump 3 and then fight that guy that being punched by light heavyweights, I don't think so, bro. Like, and I could see it being like a Amir Khan kind of situation, right? Remember how Amir Khan was out there piecing Canelo up all the way until Canelo threw that hook, man, and lead him out flat, man. Like, so I could see that type of situation. Like, I don't expect him to be able to take punishment from a guy that's went as high as light heavyweight. That's a lot. That's asking a lot. And that's a guy that's only been as high as 147, man. Nah, bro. Hell no. Don't let them play you like that. But again, if that's what he want, I'm all for it. If he want to dare to be great, because that's what that'd be. That'd be another daring to be great situation, because that's just too much to ask, man. It's a lot of damn weight. What is that, 20-some pounds? 21 pounds? That's a lot of weight, bro. That's a lot of weight. I just don't see it, man. I don't see it. And I know people feeling excited because of the win, you know what I mean? But don't let that blind you from the fact that it's going to be different if you get in there with a guy that is 3 times your size, essentially. Like, come on, man. That's just too much. And again, you know, greatness is greatness, but I think there's limits to what fighters can. I think there's limitations to what we should ask certain fighters to do. And I think that situation right there would be crazy. You know what I'm saying? It just would be too crazy for me. Wouldn't be shocked if Tim beat Charlo now because of how he performed. Hey, yo. Yeah, Tim is hungry, bro. He is. I'm right with you, TD. That's a much more competitive fight now that I look at it, because he's strong, bro. And look, I'm not sure. I think Tim is the bigger puncher out of him and Charlo. He might be you get what I'm saying? He's a natural puncher. He ain't had to transform into a puncher. You get what I'm saying? He's a natural heavy-handed dude. So I don't think Charlo had that power advantage like he's had against some of these other guys, possibly at 54. You get what I'm saying? And Tim Tszyu riding a lot of confidence. And if he go out there and beat Brian Mendoza, make no mistake about it, he's going to be very confident that he can beat a Charlo. He already confident that he can beat him. And my thing is now, my concern is now seeing how Charlo approached the fight with a guy that he felt like has some real power is a little concerning to me, because I feel like Tim Tszyu got legit punching power at 54. You get what I'm saying? He could really hurt you if he catch you. And I'm telling you, he's strong and he go for it. He young and he tough. He durable. He could take a decent shot too. So he won't fold the first time he get hit with something. So I don't know. I think that's a lot more competitive fight. Again, seeing that the way Charlo dealt with punching power, you can't. Man, it'll be interesting. Man, Bug got big fish problems. Right. Canelo could take all them punches from Beagle, Bug won't hurt him at all. And that's going to be the problem, Miss Joette, is that's going to be the unfortunate problem. If you can't hurt him, how you going to keep him off you? Seems like Charles doesn't deal with pressure well either. Yeah, and then from guys that got true punching power, you get what I'm saying, TD? Because that showed me something, and it's a little concerning. Now you go in there, buckle up. What it do, homie? How you feeling? So against Berg on the 68 to fight. Me too. I ain't. Listen, I'll support it if that's what he want to do. But if you asking me, should he do it? I'm saying no. You get what I'm saying? Right. Yeah. Don't even do it, because it'd be like the business of boxing trying to play you. Big Tex, what it do, homie? How you feeling, bro? Only guys that trust not to worship Canelo. in the ring are Morrell and Billy. Yeah, I don't think neither of them will. I don't think Benavidez would either. You know what I mean? I ain't saying he'll win for sure, but I think that stylistically, that could be a very interesting, potentially tough matchup for Canelo. And I think that's why when people ask him about him, he don't want to hear it. But going to outbox Canelo might have the power. Hey, man, that's a tall order, Cobain. That is a tall order. That's a tall order. That guy got a lot of fights, man. He going to find a way to land something. You get what I'm saying? It's going to be very hard to sustain punishment from a guy that's that big. But again, skillfully, he'll be able to hang. But I think the size and power just ultimately be way too much. You know what I'm saying? Like, these dudes ain't Superman. He said he don't trust Benavidez. You think it freeze up, Roger? Think it freeze up. B-Dog, what it do, homie? Say he'll unbox it. Yeah, I'll box him until you get knocked out. I'm telling you, I see the Amir Khan type situation if he do that, bro. I see Amir Khan type of situation. But now if anyone asks me about the Charlo, I'm saying next question. You go ahead with the next question. Oh, man, imagine Bud being Canelo and fighting Benavidez. Oh, those people don't think. Yeah, Bud's not beating them dudes, bro. It's just too much size. Athletic mind, and that's why I try to be as clear as possible, right? It's not a skill and talent problem that he won't be able to hang. Those dudes are just entirely too big, bro. And it's asking way too much. Asking way too much. You got to think the dude had to grow into 147. He had to grow into 147. You think you're going to just jump 3 weight classes and go in there and fight Canelo and just outbox him and be smooth? Like, that's going to be difficult, bro. That's going to be very hard. Very hard. Benavidez versus, yeah, they saying November 25th, Gertz, for Benavidez and Andre. November 25th. And I also heard a potential undercard fight on that undercard is Brandon Figueroa and they say Ray Vargas. I think Ray Vargas and Brandon Figueroa, yeah. Salute to my brother behind the hands TV. What's good, bro? He said, watch what Shocky do and one tricks on welterweights all morning. Salute to my bro, man. Shout out to Shocky Foster, man. Can't wait to see his next fight too, man. Yeah, he said it's difficult. It's going to be difficult, but he could do it. I think that's just too much. You got to have like, pardon me, y'all, sipping something. You got to have like some Mayweather-esque type defense. And I just don't think people in the game have that level of discipline and consistency from a defensive standpoint. Like, that's what would be the whole problem, bro. Like, you're not getting in there and knocking. Just think about something, right? In any fight that Bud Crawford has been in, you know, it's been multiple options and ways for him to win a fight. Like, he either can knock you out, you know, TKO stoppage, outbox you. You get what I'm saying? Get a decision. With Canelo, more than likely, you can remove the knockout possibility off the table. You get what I'm saying? So when you look at it like that, that leaves him with less ways to be able to win, in my opinion. You get what I'm saying? And he would have to really swim without getting wet for 36 minutes with a guy that's going to be constantly pressuring you. You get what I'm saying? And he don't have that much of a size advantage over him height-wise, right? But he got the reach. But you know, if he can't hurt him, Canelo is going to cut the ring or he going to get inside, bro. There's no way you keeping this man. You're not going to do it. Nah, I just don't see it. Way too tough of a call. Like, it's asking for too much. King of 47, what it do, homie? Canelo loses to guys with skills. B will beat Canelo with skills, not size. True, but he had the size, I think, that did help him with those skills. You get what I'm saying? I think the size was beneficial because I think his power kept Canelo honest. You know what I'm saying? And the straight punches, the rhythm, like the style, like, but you're right. I get what you're saying, but, and I say this all the time, King of 47, you know, skills win fights, not size, right? But in this case, you can't ignore the big size discrepancy that you get what I'm saying? The disadvantage that he'd be at, it'd be too much to overcome. Edgar Chavez, what's good, my bro? Jersey is in the building. Jamal fighting on that card too. Yeah, Jose Benavidez, he's supposed to be fighting down. Know what I mean? So that card's shaping out. You know what I mean? If they throw Ray Vargas and Brandon Figueroa up there, that's a good fight. That's definitely a good fight. You get what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, right. He felt them punches. Stan Jones, what it do, homie? Could really say that weight difference was really a factor. Charlo didn't even try to fight. I think that's what it was. The power, bro. The power and the size, right? Because after the fight, bro, what did he say? He said, I felt the weight difference and felt like he wish he would have gained more weight. But again, a big problem, Stan, was his effort, bro. His lack of effort. You get what I'm saying? That was a major problem. But it was clear that the power was such of a shock to him because, again, he hasn't acclimated to the weight class and taken punches consistently from guys that weigh 168 pounds. You get what I'm saying? Especially under the lights with no headgear. So that's why he had like that shock value when he got hit with something solid. You get what I'm saying? And I think that right there, it tamed him. And that's why we seen a lackluster effort because he didn't want to get knocked out. That dare to be great fight the dudes in their own weight classes. Facts, Deontay, because after seeing these couple dare to be great attempts, Deontay, I don't care to see him no more. I just want to see guys fight each other in their weight classes, and that's enough daring to be great. You know what I mean? When you move up, you move up. You get what I'm saying? But all that, you know what I mean, doing these bogus weight jumps and fighting these killers, like, nah, that ain't it. That defense. Right. Mayweather couldn't go beat Canelo at 68 either. Nah, way too much size, bro. Just way too much size, bro. Can beat Canelo at 54. That got to weigh in at 152. Of course, Bud beats that Canelo. Yeah, that smaller guy, yeah, for sure. I'm with that. But this 68 guy, I think, is just way too big. As far as Bud say he hits like a 68-pounder. I could believe people have said that, bro. But again, that sparring, right? And just under the lights with no headgear, getting hit by a true 68-pounder is just different, yo. It's just different. You get what I'm saying? It's just different. but like when he showed up against Spence, I don't think it's hate, bro. I don't think it's hate because you get what I'm saying? I mean, for me, B-Dog, I could speak for me, right? I didn't hate the Mikey Garcia because I felt like he did try in spots. He just was unsuccessful. You get what I'm saying? He did try in spots. I don't think it was a complete shutdown the way it was for Charlo. And it's again, I think it's how he sold the fight to us. And then how he performed is why people so mad. I don't think nobody was going into the fight even believing that Mikey had a shot. Most of us, you know what I'm saying? But with Charlo, some people felt they had him knocking TKO and Canelo late. You get what I'm saying? Some people had him TKO on them late. So I think the expectation level was a little bit different going into the fights. That's why I think Mikey didn't get, you know what I'm saying, no grief the same way because we really didn't expect it. We just like, he wanted to go for Spence, but we didn't think it was going to turn out well for him, and it didn't. You know what I mean? But with Charlo, you at least, you know what I mean, he had some size. You get what I'm saying? You had the skill and talent to compete, but you just didn't have the effort and the confidence in yourself and the belief. You know what I mean? Your winning spirit wasn't present on the night. You get what I'm saying? That's all it was. You know what I mean? But again, everybody has a bad night in the office. Charlo had his. You know what I mean? Last Saturday. So we'll see what he does from here. But I think a Tim Tszyu fight is a cool fight for him to get back. Facts. Athletic Mind's just not the same because they got headgear on, bro. It's just not. And that's why I say under them lights is just a different thing. Constantly getting hit by those dudes. Only special fighters can immediately move up and wait and be successful at the highest level. Yeah, man, it's a certain level, man. Now, even with that, it's certain ways you do it, right? I don't see guys jumping them down 3 weight classes and going to fight. Like, I think that's wild. You got to acclimate properly. You get what I'm saying? I think you got to acclimate properly. You know what I'm saying? Spencer too small because I don't think he is, though. I think you've seen Spence being a naturally bigger guy than Bud. And then at the same time, King of 47, they was talking about a catchweight too. They wasn't talking about a full 168 either. You get what I'm saying? So think about that. There's only a few people picking Mikey. Yeah, like Sugar Ray Leonard. Sugar Ray was tripping. Sugar Ray, the reason Mikey need to blame Sugar Ray for that shellacking because Spence heard that. He took it personal. He said, what? You got Mikey doing what? He said, you got Mikey doing what to who? All right, bet. Say no more. Say no more. I got you. Let's remember who they want to remember. Yeah, true indeed. Got to be strong to deadlift 400 pounds. He's dead. Listen, make no mistake about it, yo. Strength is not his issue in the ring, but it will be the territory that we would be asking him to participate. It'll be so unfamiliar to him. You get what I'm saying? He has never been punched under the lights with no headgear on, to my understanding. Obviously in his 40 fights, you've never seen him get punched by no true super middleweight with no headgear on. Like, I think that's just, again, the dudes ain't got to be Superman. You get what I'm saying? Now, again, if they was the same size, it'd be different. The main reason is Bud jumping 3 divisions. So if that's the case, Spence jumping 3. But I think you look at it a little different, being that Spence, right, essentially already should be a weight class above. Arguably, with his size, he can be at 60. So that's why they was talking about it in a catch weight. You know what I'm saying? I think. But again, his size could end up being a factor there too. But I just don't think people felt that way. You get what I'm saying? Given his Spence body type. 817, what it do, my guy? How you feeling, bro? Black belt, what it do, man? Trying to get Bud nailed to the cross. So, I'm telling you, hit your arms and shoulders blocking that power. It is going to add up for a guy that's never been under that type of pressure. That's all we saying. Like, I think y'all thinking he just going to go in there and be able to outboxing for 12 rounds. That's going to be very difficult, bro. That man's going to land shots. There's no way you getting through a whole 12 like that. He's going to land some shots, and they're going to be hard and thunderous. A true super middleweight that fought at light heavyweight, man. You got to put that in perspective, man. I'm telling you. He done bet he had 2 light heavyweight fights, bro. That's wild. Y'all better chill. When the fight first was brought up, but shot it down several times now. I would say he wants to fight because of the revenue. He knows he'll make. Yeah. If he willing to take that, if he willing to take it, look, go ahead then. I ain't against it, bro. I'm not against seeing nobody go challenge themselves to be great, bro. But again, man, I think there's limitations to this stuff, bro. I think it is, man. Like, I think it's, dude is great in his own right, but it's that's a tough call, man. That's a tough mountain to climb. Those weren't details coming from Canelo. Canelo said, don't ask him no questions about no other fighter. Don't ask him no questions about no other fighter. He just want to go in there. He just want to enjoy this win. Don't ask him nothing about nothing. Bro said, don't ask him nothing about nothing. What's good, Brody? How you feeling?
What's good, fam? How you doing?
Man, I'm doing all right, man. I'm chilling, man.
Yeah, man. I gotta shout you out, man. One of the hardest working men on YouTube, man. Gotta say that, man.
Appreciate you, fam.
But I agree 100. Like a lot of things you saying, I agree 100%. I said all of those things in my video. It's crazy. I was like, damn, you saying a lot of the same things.
I definitely gotta watch it for sure. I'm about to make sure I click your joint so I can remember.
I just feel like, and I'm not trying to,
talk to me.
I'm not trying to be like weird and not like that. I just feel like people they really overrating what Terence Crawford did with Errol Spence, because I say that to say this. Now they think he unbeatable, bro. And that's not the case. That's just not the case.
Mm-hmm.
The man already stated that his limit is 154. There's proof. There's video proof of him saying that.
Right.
This is right after his fight. This is not nothing that was years ago. No, this is right after his fight. He said my limit is 154. So him knowing that and then wanting to go to 168 and fight Canelo, you think in the back of his head he really think he gonna beat this man, bro?
Yeah, I'm telling you, that's it. And there may be a crazy part of him real feel like he can, but realistically, like, we know what time it is. That's way too much. Who really wants to see that? And I brought up the fact that they reporting that this dude made $50 million, and no problem with making your money, but this is why we demanding guys fight dudes in a weight class. You blowing fighters up and getting paid like you fighting dudes in your weight class. Like, what? Yeah. Man, come on, dude. Like, I'm just not impressed. Like, I'm sorry. You took an elite fighter and his name just got turned upside down in a night, and all in one fight, because he took a fight for money, to me, in my opinion. And he pretty much let us know what his intent was for the rest of his career in that post fight. hell with Legacy. After selling us on Legacy and Undisputed and for the culture, he turned the 180 on us and start talking different. And now we got Canelo. It just, I don't know who he gonna fight next. That's what I want to see. Like, who you gonna fight next? And it got to be somebody at 168. I'm not paying to see him fight no blown up fighters again. I promise you, that's out.
Yeah, it's I don't know. It's a lot of people that is the reason why I even made the videos, because people, I don't know. I like me being a person who actually participate in the sport. It's just difficult for me to. I can't let certain people have it, big bro. I just can't. So when people argue me, oh, Terence Crawford gonna do this, do that, do this. People say he gonna stop him. He gonna punish Canelo. He gonna make it look easy. He gonna fight like how Floyd fought, bro. He don't fight like Floyd. He don't fight like Floyd. And comparing that situation to this is stupid, because Floyd fought him at a weight where Floyd knew he would feel comfortable, 152 catch weight. He was still able to be fast with his hands, fast with his feet, be mobile. Terence Crawford would be fighting Canelo at an uncomfortable weight, 168, and he'll be jumping 3 weight classes where there's people in 154, 160 who we can assume he'll beat, but we don't fucking know. He said 154 is his limit.
Right. Yeah. I'm telling you. You just, at the end of the day, like Miss Joette saying, these dudes ain't no damn Superman, bro. Nah, he's not Superman. He's a great fighter, and he's gonna continue to be that. But I think that would just be a stupid move. Like, that's the fastest way to put an L on your record. And I really could see an Amir Khan situation. Bruce Gas, what it do? And what's going on, bro? Marquay, what's good, bro? Said, what if Bud hurts Canelo? I'll be shocked. I'm telling you, like, I'm sorry. I would personally be shocked jumping up that much weight and expecting his power to be effective. Like, we really gotta really ask ourselves, do you don't think that's asking a lot for somebody that had to grow into the weight class that they currently is in right now? It took him a little bit. He was like, yeah, I should have never let me grow into the weight class. I never forget he said that. So I'm just being reasonable. Like, I believe in acclimation now. If it's some type of acclimation process to the weight class, I got a different outlook on how a fight could potentially play out. But him having no experience being punched by a guy that's a true super middleweight, that's fought as heavy as light heavyweight, you have to be kidding me, man, with no headgear on, and y'all telling me you won't be at the edge of your seat biting your nails, bro. It'd be like a Amir Khan situation. Yeah, he'd be in a box with him. Yes, yeah, he would. But what's going to happen when he hit him? And I ain't say you could have a chin, that's a lot of weight, bro. You got to think, you got hurt before by a Gamboa at 35. That was what, a true featherweight? Get what I'm saying? Like, just think about that. That you don't train your chin, bro. You can get better, but that chin is your chin. And that, again, man, Canelo gonna check it, man. You see what he did to Amir, and I know Amir Khan got that glass, but still, that size discrepancy is gonna be real, bro. It's gonna hurt.
And Bud's susceptible to overhand shots. Even in the Spence fight, he had Spence out of there, bro. He was being the hell out of this man. Spence was still laying them overhand shots. That's what Canelo loved, throwing them overhand shots, bro. Even though Southpaw is different, but I seen him get hurt with an overhand shot by a Mean Machine. You know what I'm saying? So
right.
We're not saying he should dare to be great. He should be smart with his career, is what we're saying.
Right.
And look what happened to. I'm gonna use a guy who's closer to his weight in a guy like Charlo. Adding all that weight affected Charlo's athleticism, and that's what he relies on. And friggin' that's what. But I'm not saying Bud is one dimensional, but he relies on his athleticism in the ring and stuff like that. And I think adding that would be 45 pounds. How many pounds is that?
Like, what is it, 21 or something like that? Something along there.
I want Bud to dare to be great, but it should be somewhere, maybe 160 is at the max. But like, for me, Bud is at the max of 160. 168 is.
Yeah,
I'm even pushing it 160.
21 pounds. That's 21 pounds we asked him to jump. With no acclimation fights, no nothing. Just do it. Yeah, go ahead. Just do it. Like Nike. Go ahead and do it if you want to.
He gonna be fat as hell in the ring too. This is they not, bro. He 5'8", bro. How you think he really gonna count? He gonna be fat, bro.
Yo, I'm telling
Crazy.
people not even thinking, yo. Yeah, they're not thinking. And this will
Athletic,
be in
and
a
I
matter of
said
a
this.
training camp, y'all. A training camp.
To me, just an athletic. I said this multiple times. Let's be realistic. You really think Canelo's gonna make a business decision like fighting the two young guys in his division in Benavidez or Morrell? I think that's why he's been doing these fights, because he knows in the back of his mind. I think Canelo knows he's not going to beat Morrell or Benavidez, to be honest.
I mean, at some point you would think that he gonna have to run into these dudes. I mean, you at 68, you got all them belts. I just don't see no other options after this last Charlo fight. I don't see no potential to pull this guy up from a weight class. Like, I think Walls
or fight the other Charlo.
I think I feel like that's off the table, especially after seeing how his brother. But I don't see why anybody will really want to see that. You know, he's been out the ring so long. But I think at the end of the day, man, he just needs to fight 68 pounders.
Do you think Canelo would go up to 175 and fight not Bivol, Beterbiev?
No, hell no.
He ain't doing that. He ain't doing that.
He fought Bivol thinking he can beat him. Do you think Canelo thinks he can beat Beterbiev?
Hell no. Canelo know better. That's why when he made his pick, he chose Bivol and not Beterbiev. He ain't crazy. He looked over there at that bear with gloves.
He's not stupid. He's not stupid.
No fool. Yeah, Bivol, he probably felt like he didn't have a ton of fights and he wasn't the biggest puncher. That's the only thing I could see. You know what I mean? And I thought he probably really felt like he could beat him. And
let's say Bivol becomes unified, undisputed at 175 with
Thomas, what it do, homie?
Beterbiev and stuff like that. Do you think then Canelo asks for another fight against Bivol or no?
Canelo asks for another fight. I don't think we'll ever see that fight again.
Yeah,
I don't see it.
Because you guys feel that outcome. Like you guys always say, styles makes fights, and you think Bivol style is a bad matchup for Canelo in general.
Yeah,
right, Stan. Right.
Yeah, and I said this with the fans saying that they want to see the older the middleweight Charlo fighting Canelo. I said this. No, I think the outcome is no different, to be honest. I'm not saying the middleweight Charlo is not going to put up a fight, but I'm saying I think Canelo's style is a bad matchup for both Charlo brothers. Do you agree, Athletic?
Yeah, I agree. I agree 100%. But if you seen a Castano fight, there's just no way you thought this man was going to beat Canelo. I could say for sure we all thought at least he was going to punch
the first Castano fight or the second?
Both.
Mm-hmm. Both.
Wait, the older Charlo or the one he just fought?
One, Jermell.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wait. I thought wasn't I thought Jermell fought Castano, not Jermell.
No, Jermell.
Jermell fought Castano twice.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, and for me, this is where I don't get why people want that. There's certain fans that want that fight, thinking it's going to end any different. To be honest, like I don't know what the line of thinking of that the bigger Charlo is going to have any different results with Canelo in Athletic. Can you explain that line of thinking to me?
I know one thing. I agree with Athletic Mind. I salute to JusDue. Salute to Athletic Minds, man.
Salute, man.
Salute to the chat as well, too. But you didn't expect for him to win because you're not gonna knock Canelo out, and if you can't knock him out, it's gonna be hard to win on the cards against him. So what we expected was a better effort in the process, though. And
that was embarrassing. How do you lay down like that? Down like that?
And I think that's the problem we're having. And then, follow behind it with your interview saying you're happy that you didn't get knocked out. You didn't give a chance to even have a chance to get knocked out. I mean, you stayed away the whole fight. And you didn't even take advantage of the opportunities that were presented you to make it somewhat interesting. It was appalling.
What let me know that, and people was talking about I'm a Canelo fan all of a sudden. This why you gotta tread, like when you have an opinion, you gotta be willing to take what comes with it, bro. I was basically saying that I seen the first episode of All Access with Jermell. Him and his girl sitting there talking about, oh yeah, Canelo ain't changed nothing, and Caleb Plant wasn't doing nothing. He was going straight back. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna move more. And his girl talking about, oh yeah, I don't see Canelo pushing you back to the ropes. Everybody sitting there agreeing with this man. That's how I knew he was doomed, bro. He was looking at this fight in an unrealistic way.
And athletic, like Mike Tyson always says, you have a game plan until you get punched in the face.
Right, and I believe that James and them did have the right game. And people shit up. I get it. You know, that's what people gonna do. But I believe Derek James and them did have a good game plan. But like Charlo said, he just didn't follow it for whatever reason.
KD, I feel that too, man. You know, I grew up with my brother, and he was 7 years older than me. He was much bigger than me. But I'd be damned if I didn't give everything I had, even though I knew I couldn't get him, just to make that Mickey Fricky bleed. You know what I'm saying? And I wasn't getting paid to do that. You getting paid to go out there and fight. You took them 3 steps up that ring to fight. You gotta go in there and fight. And if you fall short, you fall short. That's all I'm saying.
And Thomas, you know what's sad about this now is people are just saying he laid down for the paycheck. Does it look like that, or do you think his game plan just didn't work and that's why he gave up?
Well, I will say this, and then I'll let everybody else respond. After that, instead of going after the belt that was taken from him, he says he don't even want to fight for those belts. He want to fight for the money now. See, that back end bread, I know Gertz don't agree with me, but that back end bread hit different. You seen the way Crawford moved afterwards. I don't want to defend my belt at 47 like most champions do before they leave. I want to go fight Canelo. Like, he got the nerve to, and then after looking at what Canelo did to him and had him shell shocked, oh, I could beat him. Man, you can't knock that fool out. You can't beat him. You gotta keep.
I like Terence, but sometimes he says some weird shit. To be honest, I like Terence.
Hey, TD, he was supposed to be in there trying to stop him or something. Ant McQueen, what it do, my bro? He said,
"Oh, that's who gotta come. That's who gotta come up." But I agree exactly with Atlantic Mind. Like, you know, it just looked like from that point forward, he was there to survive. He saw that, hey, no matter what, I'm gonna get this check. And from here on out, these checks look good. I got to target big time draws so I can get paid. Because now I'm going to get paid like I've never got paid before in my life. Crawford got paid like he never got paid for in his life. Who going to want to go back and take them regular fights when I can take a mega fight?
That's the truth. Any man can be hurt. That is true. Canelo too, man. You just had to try. And you never know what you would have got had you put up forth a real fighting effort, man. You just don't know what you would have got. You know what I mean?
No, I understand what Ant is saying, but I think in general, like when you look at Canelo's style, Thomas, I said this, his style is a bad matchup for either Charlo brother, no matter if the one that just fought him put up a fight. I just think the style matchup was horrible for Jermell. Is it Jermell or Jermell that fought him?
Jermell Charlo.
Okay, Mel.
I think stylistically he would have been fine if he'd have really executed a game plan. If you hear some of the stuff that Derek James was telling him, it was very simple instruction, but I think he was so worried about what was coming back. He just didn't pay the instruction and he ignored it, like pretty much, like because he damn sure didn't execute. He asked him, "Are you trying to fight or be a punching bag?" And he's real straightforward with this dude. Like, bro, you wasn't fighting.
So much, and by the way, so much for now people are saying backing off of giving Derek James the manager of the year because of these 2 losses.
I mean, I think realistically, trainer of the year, man, I don't know, Bomac, man. Bomac done some things, man. Not only the Crawford win, but he turned Chris Eubank around, got him a nice little win. You know what I'm saying? So I think Derrick James is still who he is. I feel like in this fight in particular, like it's always going to be accountability because y'all win and lose as a team. But I just don't blame him for this. I just feel like he had a man in there that just wasn't, driving the car properly.
It's just a lot of it's the circumstance too, bro.
Mm-hmm.
The man, he got a fighter who, and I don't know. Look, if I'm Jermell's coach, I know not every trainer and fighter have a dynamic like that where you could tell your fighter, "Hey, don't take this. This is not smart."
Mm-hmm.
Maybe he did tell him, maybe he didn't. But if I'm Jermell, I'm taking that. That's money. You know what I'm saying? That's the most money I can make in my career. Jermell doesn't really sell like that, for being honest. So
neither of Charlo brothers sells
like
that.
Saying? So what I say is I can't really blame Derrick James. Like I said, he gave him good instructions. He just was, like you said, dude. He had a fighter who just didn't execute the game plan. It is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
You know what's scary? What's horrible about this now? Like people are calling this a bullshit win for Canelo because he dominated a smaller fighter. Can you blame Canelo for the lack of performance of the fighter? Like, I don't know why people are blaming Canelo for how the fight turned out because he did what he was supposed to do. He can't control how the other fitter is going to perform.
Yeah,
he chose to fight him, though.
Yeah, I don't think.
No, but you understand what I'm saying, Athletic. You can't blame Canelo for Mel's shitty performance.
Yeah, I ain't hearing people blaming him, and yeah, you can't. I mean, only the what, but you know what I could blame him for? Not fighting a 68-pounder again. That I'm not letting up off that. I'm not going to shut up until I see these dudes. I don't care which one it is at this point. I promise you I don't. Just pick one. But don't do what you just did, bro. You out here making $50 million to blow up fighters and beat them up. I'm not good on that. You got to
and to Just point too. And watch this, Anthony. Mm-hmm. To Just point, was that a great performance by Canelo?
It was I wouldn't say great, but it was above what you saw the last two fights.
Yeah,
basically.
Okay, I agree with that, but not a great performance, right?
He dominated.
And he got 12 zip. He dominated him because he didn't want to engage.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? The dude hit him and he heard that. Like I said, I believe it was the second round, man. He hit him in the shoulder and you could see him grimace. And I knew at that moment it was not going to be a fight that he was going to be interested in trying to exchange to get a better shot off.
Right.
And that's
the, like, if y'all was really, really watching, like, catching some of this stuff, look at the lack of confidence when he was shooting certain shots. He'd throw the shot and just hurry up and try to grab him real quick. Like, you're not even confident that you can land what you throwing. I see it was all in his face. He gave it right away in his eyes. Canelo knew he had him the minute he looked in his eyes, bro. Had that man tamed.
No, and Thomas, the reason why I say, because before I came on, there was another boxing channel that was saying Canelo should have dominated Charlo because he was smaller, and they're already not giving Canelo credit for this one, saying already that he should have beat Charlo because he's a smaller fighter, which technically I don't disagree. I don't disagree, but you're saying Canelo's a trash fighter just because he controlled most of that fight because Charlo refused to engage.
Again, obviously, if he was, that's just people that's talking. I don't listen to them type of people. Obviously, the man ain't trash. If he was trash, I don't think he would have won the fight. But the issue is when it comes to credit, again, it's very simple. The expectation level, like, you got people that's rocking with Charlo, and I'm gonna say this: I get people saying the style matchup was bad, but nobody is gonna convince me that Canelo Alvarez's 12 rounds is it better than Charlo because
he's not. Yeah,
the man did not apply the necessary effort to win any solitary round. The hell with the style. Any style he had would have lost doing that. You get what I'm saying? He just didn't. He didn't do it. He didn't go for it. That's so. And again, for Canelo, the credit is you're not gonna get it full credit because you're not fighting people in your weight class. And I'm gonna say this, like I said yesterday, and I hate to beat a dead horse, but the fact that Jermell Charlo got an opportunity to fight Canelo Alvarez at super middleweight before David Benavidez should make everybody mad. I'm telling you, like the dude don't even want to answer no questions about him. And I at this point, I don't care if he'll beat him or not. I just need to see it. Like I don't care what you're saying. I need to see you fight these dudes that really want to fight you. Because
I hope I'm not.
Charlo didn't really want to fight that night.
Hey, I hope I'm not acting like I'm defending Canelo for this bullshit that he's doing, like choosing to fight everybody else but his division. But sometimes. I said this. Realistically, Canelo's a smart businessman. You really think he wants to give a hand up to these young guys to give them a chance to beat him and lose his place at the top of the top of the heap?
But when you a pay-per-view guy and you bring in that much money, so therefore you make that kind of money, you have a responsibility to at least, and you're 168-pound undisputed champion. And getting legit title defense. These are going in the book as legit title defenses, not against 68-pounders. I have a huge problem with that.
Yeah.
In the game, man.
Yeah.
I respect this dude, man. I ain't no fool. He can fight his ass off. This is why we want to see these other fights. If he was trash, I wouldn't want to see him against anybody that I think is a live dog against him. I wouldn't care about it. I know he still can fight. I still don't think. I think it's been some slippage over the years, but you obviously see up there.
Wear and tear.
Anybody a tough fight, so I need to at least participate in your weight class. I don't need you to dare to be great.
Just you said it.
Nobody else to dare to be great. Just fight where you at, bro. I have no problem. Just defend those belts. You have a responsibility. You wanted to be a super middleweight champion. You jumped on that opportunity when you're seeing what David Benavidez did, and that's my only beef with Benavidez as a fight fan. Damn it, he lost that belt that second time because I don't think we'll be going through this at 68. I don't. I think once he seen that, he jumped all over that opportunity. It was a window for him to become undisputed at 68, and look how he treating it. He don't want nothing to do with that dude. He don't even want you to ask him a question. That's frustrating, bro. If you can beat him, please do it, and we'll only need to see you do it once. I promise you. I don't care how you do it. If you go in there and kick his ass, I'll never ask for you to fight him again.
Besides the lack of experience, I think the bad man, David Benavidez has limitations. I think Canelo can actually win that fight.
Me too.
Yeah, but I think the dangerous fight in that division is always people always say taking away his lack of experience is morale picking.
You just want to see it though. You just still want to see it because it's like you never know what could happen. You get what I'm saying? Like that's a real fight because I personally don't think Benavidez will shell up in front of him. I don't. And I think what people are forgetting, like they kind of meshing everybody in there with Charlo, like, well, he'll lay down too. No, I don't think so. You know what the major difference is between Charlo and Benavidez? He's a real 68-pounder who arguably can be at 175 easy. The same shit Canelo doing. That's been taking punches by. Well, damn, he did it a couple times too. I ain't gonna front. But you get what I'm saying. He's more acclimated to take those punches, is what I'm saying. So I don't think the power would affect him in the same manner. I'm not saying he can't hurt him. I think Canelo could hurt anybody he touched the right way, but Benavidez come with the legit right energy, and I just like to see it stylistically. A guy that want to throw punches, got a strong jab. These are things you need to offset Canelo. Did y'all need to rewatch the Bivol fight? It was a sequence where Bivol constantly was just flicking the jab, popping him in his face, just over and over, like offsetting him, making him reset. Like Benavidez is gonna have that as a weapon, a strong jab, and that's something I believe you need to keep Canelo in check a bit. I do think you need to
not only making him reset,
not do it at all.
Not only making him reset, but he also, as soon as he finished getting his stuff off, he came back with some fire at him and frustrated him all night.
Right.
You can't just take shots and let Canelo just walk you down the whole dang fight.
Absolute, bro.
But I wanted to go to Athletic Mind's point about watching the fights with Castano and believing that he can beat Canelo with those similar type performances. I will say this, I'll go a step further. I believe Castano would have gotten that ring and gave a better performance than what we saw out of Charlo.
Why do you say that?
Because he's willing to engage, and he's defensive responsible. He just has problems where he starts to break down and he tires. But if you look at the fights, man, he kept his posture strong most of the fight. In the first fight, in the first fight, he won the fight. I'm still standing on the fight that he won that fight the first time around. But the second time around, he got tired. And Charlo did a much better job of engaging him where opportunities lie. He didn't do any of that against Canelo.
Yeah.
He just sat there and let Canelo do whatever he wanted to. And
he was
throwing.
starstruck. He was
100%.
starstruck with
I
Canelo.
think he was. I think that the respect he had for him never wavered. I don't think he ever turned the switch off. I think he had way too much respect in the build up. Now, before I was giving him credit for it, I was calling him maturity. But then seeing how he participated in the ring, I go back, revisit it, watch all that, see his energy, his demeanor. Then you got in the ring and your respect for him intensified. Instead of you putting that to the side and losing all respect for him as a fighter and really going for yours, how you said you would do. It intensified. The minute that man hit you with a good shot, you said, "Oh, that's it." And I seen it. And his eyes say everything. His body language, like he was giving this man anything. Canelo, this is the only issue. Canelo should have knocked him out. If he was the guy that people saying he is, the king is back. He should have knocked that version of that guy out with that little bit to offer. Because he was allowed to do everything. If he wanted to put Charlo in the headlock, take this headlock real quick to the ref. You know what? While we at it, you in the corner of the ropes trying to back up. Let me take this stiff arm to the throat real quick to the referee separators. Charlo was looking like, look at the look in his eye. I seen no aggression. I seen no hunger. You look in that man's demeanor and his energy, body language. That's not a guy that's trying to win. That's a guy that's trying not to get knocked out and counting his cash in his head while he's doing it, bro. Andrew, great, what it do, homie?
I'm laughing a little bit. Just when you say that, because when I looked at Charlo,
but he laid down. He didn't lay down all the way like knockout, but survival mode is essentially laying down too, and that's you can't be in no survival mode from round 2.
I'm laughing a little bit because what you're saying is, I saw something else too. Is once Canelo hit him in the shot, he's like, "Oh my god, I second guess." I'm like. Yeah. It looked like he was second guessing even taking this fight.
He was like, hold on, what's that? And that's what I'm saying. That's that shock value because you've never been hit by a guy that weighs that much, that's participated as high as a light heavyweight with no headgear on under the lights. I don't give a damn what nobody. Don't tell me about no gym stories. If I seen you do it under the lights, cool. But that's a real thing. Acclimating to weight classes is a real thing in boxing. And just, jumping up and, without having no respect for the weight classes in front of you or the one that you jump, like, man, that's not nothing to play with, bro. That's how you get
it seems like fans, like just and it seems like boxing fans, hardcore and casuals alike, tend not to even have respect for the weight classes either. That's why I think the fighters themselves don't have respect for the weight class.
CTB boxing, facts. I think he should stay away. I think he should leave that alone because it's not a necessary fight. It's just not. But again, if he's with it, I'll support it, right? But I'm not a fan no longer of and again, I will support it if the fighter is pushing for that. But me as the fight fan, I'm not gonna push for guys to jump weight classes. The only way I'm pushing for a guy to go up in weight is if you obviously look like that's where you need to be. You get what I'm saying? Other than that, not asking nobody to try to prove to me how great you are by doing the impossible and screwing over your career for one fight. You get what I'm saying? Unless you feel like you see a money opportunity, but you understand that the criticism that come with that. You get what I'm saying? When people feel like you ain't going there to win, you're going to get criticized.
That point you just made, Just, as far as guys looking like that's where they're supposed to be, I feel as though for myself, that kind of ties in to my sentiment regarding the question that Anthony just asked about fans and, whether they be casuals or hardcore fans having quote unquote disrespect for the weight divisions. For the past couple of years, we've been hearing this term floated around quite often, weight bully. And then you see some of these guys and they're super big for the division. In between fights, these guys are like weighing 180 pounds, sometimes 190 pounds. So it's very difficult to tell where some of these guys should be. And also in recent time, we hear so many stories about guys sticking around out of a particular division that they shouldn't have been at. They've outgrown it.
Right.
So what that suggests to me is that some of these guys are just looking for a competitive edge and they're killing themselves in order to attain it. So,
and I said this, I think what needs to happen, and just I've said this multiple times. I think we need to readjust the weight classes for freaking for the amateurs. That's why there's that term weight bullying is because these guys are fighting in divisions in the amateurs that are combined into multiple divisions. Like it's one division, but you're fighting people heavier than you and lighter than you. So you really don't know what your natural weight class is when you get into the pros.
Well, I think that's probably because in the professional ranks over time, you've had so many additional weight classes. Just like we've had these additional belts, like there's the interim this and the diamond that and the super this and the franchise that, and you have so many ways for these sanctioning bodies to collect all of these fees. The same can be said for the divisions too. Like the adding the additional divisions is also a ploy to make more money.
The super divisions,
yeah,
like super middleweight.
like having so many of them. It's like it's crazy. Where a lot of these divisions are only separated by a few pounds, especially when you get down to the smaller weight classes. These guys aren't really separated by much. So you might as well kind of just like do away with some of them and just like either you make this or you make that. Like there's no in between. Like just recently WBC, you see they talk about creating the bridgerweight, like in between cruiser and heavy. It's like for what? It's like either you're a cruiserweight or you're a damn heavyweight. Just like pick one.
Yeah, no, and this is where
it gets tricky.
See, and this is where I kind of hope eventually, because of the money, I don't think it's ever going to happen, and just that they eliminate the super divisions because that forces guys like Canelo, who are naturally bigger, Benavidez, Morel, to move up to light heavyweight, which is technically their natural division.
Mm-hmm.
I would say, correct? Would you say Benavidez and Morel and Canelo's natural divisions are actually light heavyweight, not super middleweight?
No, I think Morel looks fine at super middleweight to me. Benavidez is the only one I think right off the top. I feel like I ain't saying the other guys can't go up, but his body size. He clearly can go up. Like if you seen him, I just seen a recent video of him training. He clearly looked like he could be at light heavyweight. But Rail just don't blow up as big as what I've seen.
And the perfect example of this is we talked about him last night when we were reviewing Jesus Ramos. Jesus looks like he's a light heavyweight at super welterweight. That's how big the kid is. Like, and Sebastian Fundora looks like there is no way he should be that kid. There is no way in hell he should be at super middleweight. Super welterweight. He should be at light heavyweight or cruiserweight with how his weight is. Like, but there's certain fighters. I think we said this before too, and that there's certain fighters that maybe can't add the weight.
Yeah,
that's why they stay at their divisions.
He don't look particularly big. He said the block button is such a blessing. It is, man. Did y'all get that troll in here? I forgot to mention that. He said some goofy stuff.
What happened? Did Jermell win his fight, or did he struck? Did he actually dominate
he got a
the
first
fight?
round knockout. He went out there and got dude out of here. And good question, Thomas. I think it could have been some marketing behind it, possibly. You know what I mean? Let that whole card come and then go ahead and let him fight. You get what I'm saying? Get his in because people still was tuned in and wanted to see it. People was asking and thinking they missed the fight, so they definitely wanted to see the young boy, man. I like to see. I smashed the like button, sub to the channel if y'all haven't, man.
Yeah, and just
missing.
Can I ask you and something? I hope that this. I feel like should I stick with a guy? I understand it's one loss, but do you think this is another thing that's wrong with boxing too? They give up on a prospect too fast because of perfect example, Ramos. People are already turning on Ramos because of the losing to Lubin and stuff like that. Like they're saying he got exposed. He's overrated.
Yeah, that's just boxing for you, man. But again, it's all who you listen to. Like I tune people out because I know, that's a casual way of thinking, man. Dude, ain't not overrated about him. You just got to understand that it was some, I think, tactical errors that he made. And he kind of understand that even though he felt like he won the fight, there was things he could have done, in my opinion, to avoid this situation.
He shouldn't. I said this multiple times. He shouldn't have tried to outbox the boxer. To be honest, that's what Lubin has power, but he doesn't like. He's a boxer. He's a boxer puncher.
Mm-hmm.
You would agree? Would you agree with me?
Lubin?
Yeah.
Yeah. He can box a puncher.
Yeah. No, that's what I'm saying. You can't outbox the boxer. That's what hurt, and that's what that's what I said with the young bull mentality. And he thought he could just walk through Lubin, thinking Lubin would lay down. That's what I thought when I saw that fight. He thought Lubin was going to lay down.
CCD, he 20.
A young guy.
Yeah, man, the veteran, the vet. I just, again, it's just different ways you could look at stuff. I'm a guy that's open to looking at things more than one way. Even though I initially felt like after that fight, it was a Ramos fight. It's easy to go back and revisit and look at some things and reassess and kind of try to.
But can you explain me,
Just
and Ant, can you explain that 117-111 card though?
I mean,
was that an egregious scorecard?
That's just boxing for you at the end of the day, man. It's a little wide, but at the end of the day, man, I think you got a guy that stayed the course, man. A veteran stayed the course. He did some things in there that I think caused some issues for the young man, and I think he got
Ramos in this fight. I'm gonna say this: Ramos in this fight was like Lubin when he fought Charlo. You agree? Remember how Lubin
I gotta
disagree
mistakes? With that. I gotta disagree with that. I gotta disagree with that
because that fight ain't last but not even a round.
Yeah, not even that. He
Ramos, look, he brought it, bro. He changed tactics.
No. I'm not talking about like how Lubin lost the fight. I'm saying, like the inexperience got the best of him.
Inexperience, you could say, played a factor. Definitely in the Lubin loss and in the Ramos loss. Inexperience, for sure.
That's why I'm saying the inexperience got the best of Ramos.
Show inexperience to me. Whether it's inexperience mixed with bad corner advice as well, because, again,
I'm surprised Abel made that mistake, which is surprising to me. Abel's a great trainer. Why would he make those tactical mistakes with Jesus? Is my question.
They believed they were ahead and got comfortable. Complacency, that's a real thing. But I think the difference between those two fights in particular is that Lubin made a tactical mistake from I guess you could say from like a fundamental standpoint. Like he just kept slipping to the same side. Like if you watch that knockout, he slipped to the left side about 4 times before he got clipped with that right hand. There wasn't anything in that fight with Lubin and Ramos where it's like, damn, he can't get away from this one punch, or he keeps making the same mistake. In that one, that was just a case of management. And sometimes you don't know what you don't know. Sometimes you got to go through those things and learn. Like Lomachenko in his second fight, I think Lomachenko got a lot better because of losing to Salido. You know what I mean? Like he had to get roughed up and realize, like, yo, this what's-the-name game is a little bit more physical than the amateurs. You know what I'm saying? In regard to, fighting on the inside, dirty little, sneaky little veteran tactics, hitting off the break and things like that. It's not just about touching the other guy and scoring points. It's a little bit more nuanced than that. So, I think that Ramos learned a lesson in how to manage a fight. And that's one of the things. One of the best videos, I would say, if you've never seen it, Anthony, watch the video of Andre Berto talking about Floyd Mayweather and how he managed himself in that fight. How observant he was of he knew where he was in the ring. He knew how much time was on the clock. Every time they would tie up, he knew how to manage his heart rate. He's over there taking deep breaths. When they're taking breaks and they're in the corner, he's peeking over at Berto to see if he's breathing hard. Just those little nuances that go beyond just two guys punching each other in the face, but just knowing how to manage a fight. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that's what Ramos learned, hopefully, in his corner as well, that you just can't afford to coast because you don't know what the judges see.
Oh, my bad, y'all. My bad. Lubin is not winning the title for sure, though. Not beating Charlo, Temer, Mendoza, or Fundora. I think after Fundora loss, he got a shot at losing. I think he can get his get back. I think that's the fight he can win. He's just the style he fought was wrong.
Well,
Engaged heavily with Fundora, and he allowed him to be best fighting the inside.
My bad, Just. Yo, going back to the comment or the question that you asked, and you can never. I know this comment well because it's by my man, the King of Westwood, the Wizard of Westwood, and the UCLA coach that won all them titles. He said for his players to never mistake activity for achievement. Yeah, Ramos was out there throwing shots and he was pushing the fight forward and all this, but a lot of that time that he was throwing those punches, Lubin was blocking those things, parrying them with great efficiency. And in the process, he was countering him, he was turning him. So, like, I think they thought that the activity meant that they were like really effectively winning the fight. And while I did give him 4 of the first 6 rounds, it wasn't by the greatest of margin. Like there were things that within those rounds that Lubin was doing that was stemming a lot of his tide that he was bringing forward and the momentum he was creating. Likewise, the greatest key and indicator for me is the fact that Lubin never looked like that in any fights that he's fought in. That clearly states that something's going on that's different. And Ramos definitely didn't look like he looked in those fights as well too. So, what's going on? Why is that the impact? And is it because Ramos decided just to lay off, or is it because what he was doing just wasn't having the success that it normally has? And I believe, the latter is more so the truth than anything else. And I mean, we got to give him respect. Now, that being said, Ramos is a fantastic fighter, and he don't have nothing to hang his head over. You just got to, like you said, you got to close the deal. I mean, that's what they said about Lomachenko. He didn't close the deal, so you don't win the fight because you don't close the deal. You always go in there and you fight to win. You don't go up in there to look good, to not get knocked out. Well, at least I did what other folks didn't do.
Posting is wild. Like posting is like saying, I'm a lessen the beating on you. Like what? Why? Why would you do that? If I'm beating you up, I'm gonna keep beating you up until the fight is over. You don't. Oh, I'm winning. You know what? Now I'm gonna play it safe. You aren't playing it safe all this time. Keep boxing, bro.
He's never done that, just never in none of his fights.
It's like the old story, man. It's like that old story, the tortoise and the hare. That's exactly how the hare beat. That's exactly how the tortoise beat the hare. The hare got confident, took a nap, all that stuff. By the time he woke up, now the tortoise is crossing the finish line. That's exactly what happened in that fight. I think it's a combination of both, though, Thomas. And the reason why I say that is because Lubin was landing some good shots, especially around like the 7th and 8th round.
Yeah,
he was landing some damn good shots. But also, if I didn't hear with my own ears, hear his corner say to him, "You're up on the cards. Don't go for it." What do you mean? Don't go for it? This is a fight.
And what is it?
Facts, bro. Like,
what do you mean? Don't go for it?
Ain't that the whole point? You've been in there.
What did you go in there for?
Stop.
I could understand if they said, "Hey, keep doing what you're doing, and if the opportunity presents itself, try to seize the opportunity." You know what I mean? Like, don't get reckless and walk yourself into something, but to just tell him, "Hey, you're up. Don't go for it. Just eat." You know what I mean? Like, no, that's horrible advice. Horrible advice.
Appreciate you,
Al Boogie, what's good with you?
Al Boogie, what it do, family? How you feeling, bro? Yeah,
I be who I be.
That's a dumb deal. That fight is up next for NUA. I think he said he want to come. Like, I want to see. I like to see him with beef.
You said you like to see him with who?
Thomas, what it do, homie?
L double. What up, Tommy? Cousin Tommy.
Hey, I just wanted to come up here and say
Everyone's gonna beat your boy ass. I got him knocking your nigga out in the first round.
Who, Santos? De Los Santos?
Tune in and see a master at work.
Yeah, man. I like De Los Santos, man, but it's gonna be some tough work for him to get him up out of there.
16.
It's kind of tough to hit that, man.
Just know I'm
That's their worst night. That's the Haney fans' worst nightmare right there.
Just know I'm trolling. That's why he trolling.
I see Tank on the other end. You notice that's a left hand too, right?
Hey, good Charles ass from Jersey. What it do, fam?
I like
Is it gonna land? Is it gonna land?
Yeah, what'd you say? That's my boy. You know I like messing with him. We could do this because I think we really love the sport, man. So I don't care who will beat who. This is all entertainment. I'm gonna enjoy this always, man. I'm gonna be rocking with Dev on the 9th. You know what I mean? I'm gonna be rocking.
Yeah, I'm gonna fall back.
You hear Delahoya say he might want your boy to fight Ryan.
I got Shakur winning. I ain't gonna catch.
It's a money fight for him.
I know you got Shakur winning.
I just like trolling Jess.
I know you do.
News, what's good, bro? Y'all 3-3, man. Y'all got some history. Why not? I mean, go ahead and fight. Yeah, I love it too, man. I hope at the end of the day they all get a chance to fight, though. That's what I want to see.
Yeah, that's the goal, man. I'm hoping it too.
Yeah, whoever win, I'm not, the thing about me, when I support you, I want to see you fight the best people. If you lose doing that, I'm always good with it.
There's no shame in that.
You gotta challenge yourself. Mr. Empire, what it do, homie? How you feeling? Appreciate you.
You gotta fight back out so that other people can come up in here and cook.
I know the 16th. I want to see a ass whooping, bro. I want to see a spanking. I don't want to see him take a light on this dude. Son of God, what it do, homie? How you feeling, my bro? I want to see him kind of, put something
I know more. One thing, Just, he better fix that little defensive tendency that he got.
Mm-hmm.
Slipping to his left. He don't slip to the right at all.
Right, he don't. And I think that's comfort.
He's gonna get his ass. He's gonna get check hooked to death. It's about to be death by 1,000 check hooks, and then something else gonna be coming behind that.
Right. And it's real. It's just a real observation. That's how you get better. You know what I mean? Recognizing where your weaknesses are and improving and sharpening them. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing wrong with that. But he definitely better fix it. Not acknowledging it'd be crazy.
No, definitely. Because I thought it was just maybe against Rayo, because Rayo's a southpaw as well. Then I looked at the Adorno fight, and it was the same thing. It was like he only slips to the left side when he slips a punch. Like that's bad against a guy like Shakur. If me sitting on my couch, if I can see it on YouTube, I know Shakur is going to be able to pick up on that.
That's what I like to hear, bro. Good to see you, bro. Now Ryan with Shakur 140, Ryan too big, but at 135 is different. I say, look, I think he the type of guy that could fight one more fight. Like he could fight De Los Santos and truly move to 140 if he wanted to. I think he'd be fine there. It's all about acclimating though and just not rushing it, right? But I'll be for any of these fights because just Ryan, what comes with the name. Like you get what I'm saying? The hell with it. But it's definitely a list of other fights I want to see before I see Shakur fight him though, for sure. And I'm kind of glad he up there at 140. There ain't no demand for it. I want to see how his next fight gonna play out. I don't want to overlook this dude for him, but he got to do it in there that can box and is dangerous. And some people feel like he's better than Frank Martin. Straight up, I know that pissed some people off, but I'm open to other people having a difference of opinions, man. Like some people really feel like that. I feel like all around, possibly Frank Martin could have been a more polished fighter. You get what I'm saying? But when you look at it, man, it's not no crazy separation. People might not want to acknowledge that. It's not no real crazy. It's not because I'm very real. It's not no crazy yet, but he polished, I think, in certain areas. Like he got maybe he got less rough edges to round out. You get what I'm saying? But I don't know. De Los Santos is pretty solid, man. And again, power in both hands. You got to be smart with dudes like that. And again, I don't want to see like a Nakatila type performance with a guy with power. I want to see him whoop his ass. I ain't even gonna hold you. I want to see his ass whoop. Cam Mingo, salute. I already know. You know, I'm very confident in my boy. Salute the Jersey, man. He gonna put on, man. It's gonna be more people hating after he beat his ass. Watch. And some only got power and speed. Sometimes, man, that could be a good thing. But again, man, with Shakur, he got very good timing, distance, range control, like those things. I'm very confident with that defense. He's just smart. So I'm pretty sure if I approach this fight the right way and get the win the right way, but I want to see him be, impose itself on this guy. And I ain't talking about, I'm talking about impose your skill set and show him that it's really levels and make a lot of people just be salty because there's many people that's hating. They're going to be watching that fight or hating on it, waiting to hear somebody tell you, oh, you just see that? And nah, what happened? Yeah, Shakur whipped his ass. Oh, can hear y'all now, man. He talk about he still ain't fight nobody. They gonna be mad.
You know how it goes.
That shit funny. Who flat?
It's a lose-lose situation.
Lose-lose situation. How you feeling, my brother?
You get the guy up out of here, he ain't fighting nobody.
Mm-hmm.
Lose to the guy, or you was never that good to begin with.
Mm-hmm.
There's always going to be some sort of commentary.
Mm-hmm. That's why I love it, man. I appreciate all these young dudes. You just got to stay the course. I'm very honest about, these fighters. Anything can happen on a night, man. You can have an off night out of nowhere, and then it could just all go bad for you. But again, focus is key, man. Staying locked in and putting in the right work, not just working hard, but working smart too. I think that's what he got going on, man. Every time you see him, he working. Like when you got a guy that's a gym rat like a Richardson Hitchens saying that he be telling this dude he need to find something to do with his life because all he do is box. I love to hear that. Yes, stay locked in because that's the type of sacrifice I think it take to be great. The way he trying to go, you know what I mean? He want to be great. I think he got that right mentality at the right time. So I think you're gonna put on a good performance, man. Yeah, it'll be a real good fight, man. Real good fight. Real good fight. I ain't mad at either one. Alrighty, New Jersey gonna put on every single time, Cam. Salute to you, bro. Salute. L-Dub, what's good with it, bro? That's the human facts machine right there. You can just pay him no never mind. Salute to the fam, though, man. But what was I? What else was? Something else I was gonna say to you. Oh, okay. Yeah, I almost forgot, bro. I got pop memory, y'all. Yeah, I got part. But so how y'all feel about? I mean, and while I got you up here, this news about Showtime is supposed to be, looking to possibly, do some business with what they say Amazon Prime. They're fighting 3 champs back to back. Nah, Shakur fighting a pretty solid opponent, I think. And if you really again, I think the problem with boxing is people don't assess talent properly. And I'm gonna keep saying that. I think, we don't consider momentum, like win streaks, like you get what I'm saying? None of this stuff, like, who you beat, how you beat them, when you get what I'm saying, when you beat them, I just don't dismiss people because I don't hear their names ringing all over the place, because some of the guys' names that's ringing ain't as good as what their names would suggest, right? And then you got some guys that are slept on. Like for perfect example, for the women's side of things, look how Shadasia Green hit the scene. And I'm glad I called her the best kept secret, and she caught on to it. And now everybody know who she is. More people, should I say, starting to know who she is, and she getting her just due. So she was a hidden jewel to me. So I ain't saying the guys he fighting are hidden jewels, but I think they're a little better than what people are giving them credit for. You get what I'm saying? You look at the bulk of these guys' resumes, they all fighting similar level competition. And if you really want to be honest, some guys are even fighting worse competition, but they're not being called out on it. So you could have 1 or 2 good, meaningful fights, but if the most of your, the bulk of your fights have been mid-level, it's not really much you could say. You get into it now, but I just look at stuff different. I don't know. The news got leaked.
Absolutely, Josh. To that point that you just made, because I've been doing this, what's the name? I was building with the brother Jay Hardcore about this Benavidez Andre fight, doing the whole math, doing the equation on it. So one of the things that I did, one of the things I did to prepare myself to do the film study was to go through both guys' resume. Not watch every single fight, but look at all of the guys that they fought relative to this matchup, because it's going to be open stance. And in 27 fights, my guy David Benavidez has only fought one southpaw, and that's Dennis Douglas. You know, so and that went 10 rounds. So he only got 10 rounds of experience. But to the point that you just made, I was going through the resume, and it's like once he gets to a certain point, I want to say around, I can't remember who, kind of like around like that Kyron Davis range. A lot of those guys that he fought, these guys were like 5-23, like crazy. Like it was just like overwhelmingly lopsided, like the matchmaking.
Right.
And to the point about Shakur, like look at this, like even some of the guys we that aren't household names, guys we haven't heard of. This guy 4-2, 8-1, 12-0, 16-1, 16-4, 21-2, 21-1, 24-1, 27-4, 23-0, 13-1, 28-2, 21-1, 23-2.
No losing records.
30-0, 7-1, 16-0, 16-1. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I'm telling you,
all of these fights back to back to back. So he's getting some quality work in for sure.
I'm telling you, I just the only thing that's slipping is the absolute elite level. Those in between guys, he pretty much fought that level of guy. The only ones and again, if your only thing you saying is you acknowledge only the elite level and that's it, like everything outside of that is trash. Like that's what I be hearing when I hear people dismiss all these fights, and it's like if Yoshino bad, Jojo Diaz is considered a good win. You get what I'm saying? Kambosos is considered a good win. You get what I'm saying for him? Those are, meaningful wins for him. Like, even though I feel like he mid, but I still give him more credit than I think just calling him straight trash, right? Like, you know what I mean? He got some level of talent to get where he was at, right? Did beat a Teofimo, and I understand Teo really beat himself, but you get what I'm saying? So, I don't know. I just look at it different, man. I don't think people give fighters enough credit, but Son of God, I don't know, man. That's going to be hard to break, but him and Teo would be interesting because I think it'd be a real big fight, and especially if it was to happen at 140, I think it'd capture the imagination of some people. That maybe can give it a run potentially. Who knows, man? I don't know, because I think from a competitive standpoint, like, you know what I'm saying, it's definitely a more meaningful fight, a bigger fight, I would think. In terms of the fighters, quality of fighters, you know what I mean? I think Teo is obviously further along in his career than Ryan Garcia at this point. So, but he got that, it was just crazy. I think just putting them two together, it just made so much sense to make that fight, and the numbers showed you that. In a time where people still in fights, to see it do that well, I was happy for boxing that day, and glad they both got to be a part of something that did them type of numbers. But I think he was too. Yoshino definitely knocked out Nakatani, the guy that made Teo look pretty subpar or normal. You know what I'm saying? Had him saying he don't want to fight tall guys no more and stuff like that. And he knocked him out faster than Loma did. So, I mean, I think Yoshino was solid, but is he elite? Nah. But just because he ain't elite, do it mean it's a bad fighter? Nah. I just don't think people assess talent properly. Like, they don't care to. They just shit on everything. You get what I'm saying?
These guys got to be viewed on the spectrum. And then the other thing too is like how do we qualify, or how do you quantify like the level of fighter that somebody is? Is it just on the basis of their name ringing out?
Right.
Like, does notoriety trump their experience and their pedigree? Like, how do we gauge, bro?
And for these people, I think it do. I think when we ain't familiar with these guys, I think that's how you treat them. Like, wow, his name ain't ringing. He ain't this, he ain't that. I'm not doing that. Like, you go take a peek into the resume, go see what he about first before you do that. You know what I mean? Go see what kind of wins he coming on. That was an undefeated fighter. Think about it. Nobody even seen a guy lose up until then, definitely get dropped and beat up like that. And the first thing they say is how bad he is, but you never seen nobody do that to him up until that point. So it's like, I don't know, man. It's tough. People are tough, man. But XTV, that's interesting, Will. It's gonna be like, I feel like people thinking, certain guys is right about the PBC like leaving, but I don't think the PBC going nowhere. It's just like HBO left, did boxing leave? Like, you get what I'm saying? HBO might not be in it, but boxing's still gonna be here. There's always gonna be somebody gonna. You get what I'm saying? That's just a lot of money on the table, man. Ain't nobody. You get what I'm saying? They ain't going nowhere. Amazon Prime. I was just hearing KO break down some of that and listening to it and saying how much, you know, putting things in perspective. How many people got Amazon? How much it's worth? And I think that could be a good look. It really could. It could trade nobody. Bob said they're gonna get all the money over there while he giving out to shit contracts. I don't know what's up with Bob. He old and set in his ways, man. Not having their fighters fight constantly just once a year, so they're not gonna pay for it. I mean, I think you know it's situational. I think guys get to points where they might fight once a year, but I think that's more overblown. Like, you'll have situations where you can point to, like, all right, this happening, but I don't think people put things in its proper perspective. They make it seem like that's always the case. Like, nobody is able to fight more than once. And I think that's obviously just the farthest thing from the truth. You know what I mean? And again, I feel like the people on the outside are complaining more than the fighters. I'm not saying there's no fighter that's not happy with it or complaining, but I feel like people on the outside looking in are doing more complaining about when the fighters are fighting than the fighters. Like, I've heard people say 2 times a year is not enough, but I've heard multiple fighters explain why 2 times a year makes perfect sense. And it's quality fighters saying this stuff. So I don't know, one fight, yeah, you would hate that if that's constantly the situation, but I think you know, that doesn't happen as often, I think, is what people try to make it seem. Because then it's like they only highlight, you know, when that happens. But dude, it's guys that have fought 6-7 times a year, young guys coming up. So dudes be getting fights, man. I just don't think people pay attention to the full picture. Like, they just look at a few isolated incidents and be like, you see, that's how it is. They only fight once a year. I don't know, man. Crazy.
Absolutely. And I think in addition to that, I think that as fans, we got to stop being lazy fans, man. Shout out to L Dub, because Dub, the other day, was it yesterday, Dub? He was going through an assortment of cards. The card with Zordo and Joe Smith. I can't remember what the other card was. The one that's happening on Friday. The joint that's going on tonight with Pablo Cesar Cano on Pro Box.
Schooler.
But we don't want to watch them fights. We always just concerned with the names. So then some of these other fighters, when they finally do get into a match with a fighter that we recognize, we like, yo, who the hell is this guy? But if we were watching these smaller cards and these other programs, we would be more familiar with these guys and with their pedigree. But that's not the case. We wait till these guys get to a certain position.
We'll call an undefeated fighter trash because we don't know him without looking at nothing or nobody they fought. And that's what people did to Yoshino. I'm pretty sure, like Dub mentioning some of the wins. Like, I'm gonna keep saying it. People don't assess talent properly. They just don't. And we almost come off. And again, I say this all the time. This is why people don't be respecting like the boxing. You ever hear people feel like fighters take shots at fans and stuff like that? And certain people, the wrong people, be taking it personal. Now they talk to the ones that just recklessly say anything with no substance. Like, we got to do better than, you know, shitting on every single fight because we don't know who it is. Or they trash based off what? Him losing one time to a fighter that could possibly go on to be one of the better fighters of his time, of his era, could possibly. You get what I'm saying? Like, what we basing him being trash off? He ain't know how to lose up until this point. I mean, the dude's 16 and all, I believe 12 knockouts. I don't overstate the win, but I'm not going to bury it and understate it and shit on it. Like, that's nothing. You did absolutely nothing. Well, 16 other guys he got in there with, and they wasn't able to do nothing close to that. So I don't get it. You get what I'm saying? Yoshino, Artem, Adorno, Hughes, and Patera all on the same level. That's all facts. And that's coming from the fax machine. The big guys that were 35 fought them in their last fight. Talk to them. And
then we see some of these guys who have names that we recognize, like your boy Cambosos. That last fight he had against Maxie Hughes, you would have thought he was the unknown guy.
How many times did Tank fight this year, bro? You said he fought once. How many times he fought this year? I believe wasn't it both his fights, and or just look at the close proximity in which he fought. Anyway, you get what I'm saying? I don't know, man. I think people just be looking for things to try to, I don't know, make an issue where there is none. You know what I'm saying? I'm just not one of them people. You always want to see these guys as much as possible, for sure. It's a 2 to 3 year. You always want to see him as much as possible, but I think, you just got to consider circumstances and situations, man. Things do happen. I mean, Navarrete about to get 3 fights this year. Salute to Navarrete. Yeah, that's why I say, man, dudes fight more than one time a year. It's just some isolated incidents, yeah, but dudes are fighting, man. Like, ain't no way everybody just fighting once a year. I know how to do it already. Yeah, that's interesting. I have to look into that. That's my crazy.
Absolutely, CCD. I mean, we got to tune into these things, man. Like that 2020 fight of the year, a lot of people missed that fight. And casual fans say they want all of this action. You want to see guys going to war, but then we have one of the best fights 3 years ago, that Zepeda Baranchik fight. Like, that was crazy. These guys were going crazy in there. And then we turn around, we see two guys and like Canelo and Charlo, and it's
big facts.
Yeah, it's a big letdown. And then
he did. Hector, Garcia. And it could have possibly slipped another one in here, but that's why it would have been interesting to see if he had that little just minor setback unnecessarily. He would have, wondered what he had slipped another fight in. I mean, I don't know, man. You got to do some homework, Jonathan. Egg roll, not good. I mean, you got to do some homework, bro, because I don't know what you're basing it off. Because, again, I hate these kind of conversations because they're dead end. Like, if you just ran through a guy's resume. Go through Devin Haney's resume. He got 30 fights. He's just now making a way, like the Loma fight. Yes, you take Loma off of there and you didn't get the Regis that. You take Loma off of there, you telling me you got a better resume? That's foolish to me. And I swear you just being a fan. And the dude has been in one weight class while Shakur is about to be in 3. And y'all think the fact that he snatched all the belts, that is great. But again, when you shown to be able to be a top dog in multiple weight classes, I think that says something about you. You seen it with Bud. I'm telling you, say something about you. So again, and he about to be in his 21st fight, and he beat this guy. He'd be a 3-division world champion, bro. Like, I don't know what people don't see, but I just don't think. I think we too busy. We don't know how to give credit where it's due. I'm not so much of a fan of any one fighter where I can't recognize, when somebody do something great, but I also know what I know when it's, it's a little, what I mean, smoke and mirrors attached to shit, man. Like, I'm not no fool, bro. I don't want to diminish nothing nobody has done, but it's just as obvious. Go look at their resumes. You got one guy that ain't fighting guys with losing records, and then you got guys. I want to know when y'all first seen a Devin Haney fight. Can y'all remember? Do y'all even remember? Because I remember I seen Shakur pro debut. You get what I'm saying? So I'm trying to figure out how many of these fights that y'all seen that y'all be vouching so hard for, because I'm pretty sure it's probably more than half of them that you didn't even see. You get what I'm saying? Fighting guys in Mexico don't make up for fighting, top world-class Olympians, bro. Losing records and going over there beating them dudes up, man. That ain't it.
My thoughts exactly just like I'm, and I don't want to throw no shade to Devin Haney, but I ain't see nobody on Shakur's record that's 7-21 at the time when they fought,
and this is
or 5-23 at the time when they fought, or 5-19-4 at the time when they fought.
That 5-23 probably got expunged after they was like 6-47.
I'm telling you,
that's how they be doing out there in Mexico, man. They had a bad start. We can hit the reset button.
You Regis just called that boy manufacturer. He said, I am, but he had a nice little slick reason for why he said he's manufacturer. They took all types of people and put them together and made him. I like that, Dad. That was good talk. But don't put me in this situation, because then it almost makes me look like I don't support him. But you force it because you like, this person is not good. I'm like, okay, look at Buddy's record, and you see how many of those that he got that's on a lower level than him. So what does that really say about that fighter?
But I've noticed
those conversations because it make it seem like I want to take away from them, but it's reality. Y'all not living in reality. It's a difference between being a fan and just being a realist. I'm not no super fan. I'm a supporter. Like, I'll just call it how it is. Like, you just really had bro read off the records, and you see the big difference. Like, you fighting dudes with crazy losing records. The dudes losing 4 times as many fights as they won. Like that's the type of competition he been in there where you ain't never seen Shakur fight no low-level guy like that. So if you're gonna tear into his nobody in boxing is gonna make me think that his maybe he got some argument now because he got Loma. I give him that. But up until then, it wasn't even a question to me. It's not even the same. And again, people keep saying, he didn't do this at 35. He ain't start there either. He just getting there. So you just gotta let them be great. Like, I don't like to compare them against each other in that way. I really don't care, right? But if we're gonna have a conversation, just be real. Go looking up and down the records. It's obvious as hell. Like it's levels, bro. Like it's levels.
Yeah, it's just funny how they celebrate one person and downgrade another person. They talk bad on Spence for being at a division for their whole crap. But Devin get the pass.
Didn't see none of Shakur. That's because I don't know why he was where. Who in here seen Devin Haney first 5 to 10 fights? Who in here? And you ain't seen none.
I've actually watched them on YouTube. It was like somebody recording with a handy cam. It wasn't like broadcasted, but I've actually went and watched them. But to L-Dub, to your point, you made a great point, L-Dub. And I feel the same way. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to hate on Devin Haney, but I like how you mentioned that. But by the same token, we can't crap on this dude for fighting Yoshino or say that, oh, this dude Tank ain't fought nobody like Pedraza is a nobody.
Mm-hmm. Right.
You know what I'm saying? Or like Hector Garcia is a nobody, or this guy or that guy is a nobody.
That's not a good win.
You know what I mean? It's like we gotta.
Garcia is a good win for everybody.
I don't think
they garbage.
Like, it's a difference between me trying to make an unnecessary case than me using the factual evidence that's right there. I'm not like, again, and I'm making a point. I'm basing it off something. If you're complaining about Yoshino, what my simple point is this: if you're complaining about that as an opponent, he's fought a multitude of guys that's on a much lower level than that. So what does that really say about him then? It's like, how we doing this? It don't make sense to do that. That's why I don't have weird conversations like that. I just respect guys as they get their wins. I don't try to find a reason to take from it. But if you really gonna have that conversation, it's a real thing. Most of y'all ain't even seen most of this guy fights or even half of them. That's the point.
On top of that, you're not a person.
It's quality over quantity, bro. Yeah, you got 30, but he on the 21 third weight class, man. That shit a little different, bro. He ain't been in one weight class. And let's be honest, you see, it make me go further. You really think if he who couldn't beat Kambosos? Who the hell couldn't beat Kambosos?
Maxie Hughes could have been champion, huh?
You know what I'm saying? Like, seriously, man. Like, that's not taken up from. That's a fact. You know imagine what Shakur do to him. I guarantee you it wouldn't be no goddamn clinch count up on the screen. Nobody be complaining about all he did was jab and straight right hand. This shit is different, man. Y'all force this kind of conversation out of me because you putting them against each other. I'm just telling you what I see. This shit is different. And then you see when he told me to beat his ass, what did he say? He ain't say, well, let's do it and I'll do this to you. He start talking about another fighter. When he pressed Loma, what Loma do? Start talking about another fighter. That shit is the proof is in the pudding. I ain't even making a case. I don't want to talk about him to his fight on the 16th unless something new come up. I don't care to put them against each other. But y'all think I'm being a fan, but I'm really using the facts to shoot down the petty arguments. If you're gonna shit on Yoshino as an opponent, what is that? What are you saying about the other guys that your guy fought that's not even on that level? And it's several of them. It's a bunch of those guys all losing records. You get
to your point.
YouTube, to your point, with people recording them, not on no broadcast where everybody can see them. Like, it's different. That's not me making shit up. That's just how it is. You get
to your point, Just, you are a fan, man. You're a fan of boxing, and therefore you don't have to slight somebody else to big up somebody that you root for or you're a fan of. You just let what the body of work speak for itself. And I mean, that's what we all need to do. We all need to just hold everybody to the same merit and respect what they done in the ring.
Right. 16 beating up grown men. Look, Dev is nice, bro. And I'm always give him that. But look, time and tell, man. Time and tell. But facts, that's a fact, Dub. They just don't do no homework, bro. And we do that too much. And it's not just Shakur and his resume. It's fighters in general that we do that to. We do that to everybody. Like, I've been hearing people saying Keyshawn Davis ain't fought nobody since he was 5-0. Dude ain't even got 10 fights yet. Look what we be doing. We just prematurely tearing down fighters. Just let them dudes live. Like, we talking about a guy that ain't losing rounds, bro. Like, it's crazy. Like, I'm pretty sure if the shoe was on the other foot and that you swap, swap careers, man, y'all be talking. Y'all chest would be out right now. You say you're talking about y'all fighter is not losing rounds and he beating people and it's not even nowhere close. And yeah, y'all be happy, man. Dead fighting Regis progress. The Rugaru. I can't wait to see it too. I can't wait.
Hey, that's a great fight, man. I give him mad respect on that fight because that's a dangerous fight for him. That's a fight that, you know, even though he may be favored in, there's a good chance that he could lose that fight.
True.
You know, and he's only had that one other time, and that's with Loma. So, you know, hey, and that's back to back. I give mad respect to Dev because Dev going there and he stays within his game plan and he carries it out. And so that you gotta give him respect for that because he's not gonna engage in somebody else's fight. You have to make him do that. Nobody's been able to make him do that. Right. I mean, it's crazy that you can beat a guy with a jab for two consecutive for 24 rounds. Mm-hmm. That's crazy, and that guy can't do anything to stop it.
A lot of discipline behind it.
Yeah, it's much discipline. I got nothing but respect for him.
Discipline. More discipline.
I just can't condemn somebody else to elevate nobody, man. I don't take nothing away from Devin just because I rock with Tank. I don't take nothing away with Devin or Shakur because I rock with Devin. I can't do that, man. I just want to see the fights. That's how I feel about it.
If y'all think Devin Haney the only one with this shit, y'all just being fans. I said they all with it. I don't know what, like, but me telling it, that's the difference between me and y'all. Y'all hear what y'all hear when I speak the facts, what the facts are, y'all hear me making a case for a fighter trying to prove something when the evidence is proving it itself. Like, that's why when I make specific points, you don't address them. You just move to the next thing. Well, Shakur, we're not talking about it. If you want to talk about resume, let's keep it on resume. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's like y'all don't know where y'all want to argue and complain at. It's not me doing the complaining. Y'all didn't hear me complaining about Devin. I don't complain about anything he do because I'm a supporter, not a hater of his. But all this, Shakur this, Shakur that, y'all talk about him more than you talk about your own fighter. I don't even be wanting to talk about him. He not in the title nowhere. I ain't talking about him.
Day in Haneyville, baby. That's another beautiful day in Haneyville.
But y'all force me to have these conversations. Y'all throw the bait and I'll be taking it. Some days I ignore you, but I mean, if you want to have a conversation, it's still boxing. We could do it, but we gonna be real about it. Y'all being fans, for real. Y'all really being fans. Y'all think that's the only real fighter in boxing? That's some fan shit. That's fan shit. That's not me. They're all real fighters, bro. That's how I look at it. But if you really want to get into the, the nitty gritty, like it's a story that they journeys tell in and of itself. I don't have to make a case for it. Just look at it. Y'all can't do that because you want to argue. It's not an opinion when you looking directly at records and you see that this guy fought a ton of guys with losing records and the other guy has not even fought one. So let's start there when you talking about resumes. See, and then y'all move it to every other point and try to make all these other weird arguments. That's what got me going. You talking about Yoshino, right? So I'm telling you, you go up and down his resume out of 30 fights. How many fighters do we have on there that's on a lesser level than Yoshino? That's all I'm telling you. That's all the way you think. If Yoshino was bad, okay, go up and down his resume and see how many people are a lesser level than that. That's y'all. That's y'all. I don't pit them up against each other in that way. But if you force the conversation, then I'm gonna force y'all to be real, and I'm gonna tell you to just go look at the record and resume. It's not me making it up. Those are the facts. It's just a fact. It's just what it is. Yeah.
To your point about Yoshino, bro. Just let me say this.
I'm just using the facts. I'm not creating no narratives and none of that. I'm telling you to go look at it. So
Yoshino is trash. I don't know what the hell Jorge Solis.
Let them be great. Yeah, and let that be, bro. I don't care about them putting them against each other until they're fighting. I don't care.
This is the biggest kill, Joey.
Who more wins? I don't care who more popular. I don't care about none of that. I just want to see the fight whenever it presents itself. I don't care about nothing else. When I see it, whoever win gonna get their credit, loser gonna get their credit. We move on. But y'all do this, and then y'all don't like this stuff that I'm saying. You try to put up resistance to facts. That's why I know the difference between supporters and fans, bro. That's fan energy. Don't argue with me. Argue with the facts. That's what y'all asking. You want to talk resumes until I make you Stand on it. Now go look up and down your man resume and see how many of the fights that you haven't seen. First off, you get what I'm saying? What you vouching for? How many? I want to know. I seriously want to know, Fed. The people that's in here, Devin Haney, your favorite fighter. Tell me how many fights of his you've seen. I want to know. And when did you start watching? That's what I want to know. How many fights y'all seen? I really be wanting to know, man. Check y'all resumes. How many fights y'all seen? I developed a great degree of detachment. All these
Kai up in
resumes.
Key up in here, my bad. Key up in here.
I say that, man. I ain't taking the bait. This is the last day I'm taking the bait from y'all, because y'all not gonna throw the bait. Then when I take it, you make it seem like it's me. Y'all bring that weak conversation in here, wanting to put them up. Them dudes not even in the title. Haney is in the title to fight possibly Ryan Garcia, bro. Why we ain't talking about that? I don't never want to talk about him and Shakur no more. We did that already. It's old. I know what I know, and I can't wait to see it. You seen all
this is the best thing, man. If they keep winning out, they gonna meet up. That's the one thing that's gonna be said.
When it'll
they
be,
gonna fight.
I ain't never. I mean, this the last time. I'm never taking a bait. When I see a Shakur something, I'm ignoring it. Any Shakur unnecessary comments, I'm ignoring all of them. I don't care.
Shakur,
I'm not a super fan of him, bro. Key Alexandria, salute, Queen. I'm not a super fan. I just know he nice. I don't want to talk about him every day. That's why
you already know, girl. That link is right there for you. Go and click up.
Dangerous Haney would never fight him. I don't know, man. I don't know. Because he had 140 where I look at him as a real fighter, so I don't think he's gonna run from the smoke. I mean, he ran straight to it with Regis, right? So I feel like, you beat Regis, you a champ at 140. You know what I'm saying? I think
that 140 is legit. Because it ain't nothing but heavy hitters up there that got belts. He said he about getting the belts and uniform.
I gotta look at him as a real fighter. I don't think he's gonna duck no smoke. He ran right to it. That's why I don't have those weak conversations, because I give him credit, but when y'all force it, it just is what it is. I don't feel sorry when I spit facts and people still talking about their personal opinions on what they think. I don't give a damn about what you think if I'm speaking facts. Salute to the Queen. Appreciate y'all. You in the gym getting that workout in. Talking about the resume. Shakur one is better against two fighters that wasn't no world beaters. I don't care. No, I really don't. We'll see when they fight. I ain't interested in even they talking about them no more. Yeah, Shakur ain't fighting nobody. He fought 20 nobodies. You know what I mean? He about to fight who? What did he say? Another anime character, right? And the only fight is Devin, right? So we got that out the way. Can we move on? The only fighter that's great in boxing is Devin Haney. All right, now we can move on. I'm not going to get thrown in the spin because Bud fans are beyond disrespectful for no reason. And each hell we fall back in love with the sport, but never again. He says shit all down. Hey, it is, man. It is.
The last time I got drawn in was Shane Mosley. Then he got his ass whooped by Vernon Forrest. I didn't cried that night. I didn't even want to go to school the next day.
I was
talk to me, man. That hurt my soul.
I ain't like it at all.
I was like in junior high school when that happened. I was dead there crying, man.
That hurt my soul because Mosley was my guy.
Yeah, and you couldn't tell me he wasn't going to win one of them fights. I thought he won the first.
I was screaming at the TV, get off stage!
Honestly, man, I was blaming the first one on the headbutt, bro. I was like, oh man, the headbutt shook him up.
Yeah, he kept worried about if he was cut, trying to be pretty.
Yeah.
I remember.
Yeah,
I remember kept pawing at it. I'm like, bro, you got to fight this man, jabbing you up. He timing you left and right.
His timing was on point.
You realize in the past that Vernon whooped his ass twice in the amateurs too, and I'm like, damn, you can't get no wins against this guy. That got to be so frustrating. Whooped your ass twice in the amateurs. And
it was the same thing with Tarver and Roy Jones. The same exact thing. All throughout their life, Tarver was beating this dude.
Man, Tarver snuck some big wins in there. Get the clip statement as a sound bite and use it against you. Say what? Oh, they could do it. Have at it. I just know what I know when I see it. I'm no longer. I'm telling you, unless these dudes is fighting, I'm never talking about them again. Because
when can both
like when you have the conversation, they don't want to have it because it forces people to be honest. So all they want to go off is what they think and feel. I don't want to do what you think and feel. I want to go off what you can show me and prove to me. So again, let them dudes be great. I can't wait to see them fight. I ain't talking about them no more. Ain't lost to Loma Queen. Yeah. So amazing. What's good? Loma's still the king. You think so? The king should have got his ass in there. Should have got his ass in there. Well, cool. I would have loved to see it.
I'll definitely would
Loma
love to.
can't go 75. D1 a fool. Keith said they go sound clip. They go clip the sound bite. Have at it, bro. Shit, I
Still the king, Tay
had
D.
some
King
fun
stay
with
the king, man.
Ryan
It
Hart,
is
what
what
it
it
do,
is.
homie? Zach B was good, bro. As for anyone but their favorite fighter might have one good name on their resume. They don't love boxing. They don't love with a stripper. Talk to them. That's why I say, man, I know the difference between people that's listening. If you listen, I just force people to be real when they trying to have, you know, those little petty arguments. It's not really much of one you could make. It's just one. They paths are different, man. Paths are different, man. You dig? Paths are different. And I had Dad beating Loma 7-5. And I'm gonna always have it that I ain't switching it. I don't care what Shakur said and nobody else. I got Dad beating him. I feel like he
But if this
finished.
comes up again, Just, I'm gonna be like your conscience. I'm gonna remind you, hey man, don't talk about this Devin Haney Shakur thing, because that's how they get you. That's how they draw you in and just get you out of your character, because you want to be
get you
objective.
going back
You
and
want to
forth
close
about
down
the
the
dumb
middle.
shit. Then they
And next thing you
I
know,
ain't doing it no
it's
more.
getting
That's the last
slanted.
thing I'm taking a debate.
They love to see KB, boy. They love to see KB come out and play.
Yeah, I'm like, have at it, man. I'll tell you, shit, he won't win a round against Devin. Man, he better not fight him. Better not fight him. Better stay away from him, bro. Nah, I'll use it open hand. Take D, violence. You on violence. Oh man, well, you guys will want a rematch. Loma beats Haney easy in the rematch. I don't think it makes sense though. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it makes sense. He already gave him a shot respectfully once though. He did give him a shot. He fumbled that opportunity by not giving it 100%. You can't do that, especially in the biggest fight of your life. That was for undisputed. You were supposed to go all out. And I ain't trying to hear shit. You go all out for that. You go all out for that. That's your ultimate goal, your dream right there in front of you. You get what I'm saying? You arguably was around it, you know what I mean? So away from, you know what I mean? So again, you came close, but no cigar. I got the young boy taking care of business and beating you. Just never gonna fall. Nah, hell no, never again. Cause they ain't gonna have me in here like I'm being unrealistic.
But you're not being unrealistic, bro. That's what I'm saying. You've never said anything unrealistic. You know what I'm saying? It's just opinionated, man. That's all. They believe in their boy Dev. That's all. They rock hard for Dev.
Yeah, somebody who was it that said they was at the fight and they felt like he was missing? Somebody did say they was there and they did feel that way. It
might have been Michael John White, but I know he did.
How that is, man. I mean, depending on where you at though, because I had some pretty damn good seats the last fight I went to. I was able to see everything pretty good. I was able to see pretty damn good, but I don't know. It's easy. The problem is, I think people just don't understand. I always make this point. 3 judges are right there and they can see 3 different things. You don't think me and you sitting from different cities and way across the world, wherever we at, you don't think we can see different stuff from our vantage points like that? That's possible. That don't make nobody crazy. If you say you thought it Loma won, why would you argue that? Because one thing you can argue is the fight was close, and the only dominant rounds that in the fight were in favor of Loma. So again, if you felt like he won, I could understand why. I'm not switching.
Big dogs.
It's nothing to argue. It's like, oh, that's what you're seeing. It's like you're not gonna make nobody see what you're seeing by telling them they crazy for seeing it a different way than you. That's the problem with boxing. Like, yo, bro, I let people have their opinions. You never hear me tell people they wrong. Have you ever heard me tell somebody, nah, you wrong, bro? I don't do that. That's unrealistic, bro. People see things differently, and you're allowed to do that. It's like we question each other boxing knowledge. The minute we see a fight different, we could have agreed on 10 straight fights. We see this fight different. Ah, man, yo, what's wrong with your eyes, man? You need to stop watching boxing. You need to watch the fight again. Like, bro, I seen what I seen, bro. I seen it. Like I said, man, you had certain people saying 8-4. I think that's close to dominant to me, almost doubling the amount of rounds. That's close to dominant. I didn't see that for either guy, but I'm not arguing nobody that did say it because I can't tell you what you saw. You get what I'm saying? Can't tell you what you saw. It's not a fact. See, the judge disagree. You're the ones that counted that night. Boxing subjective. That's why KOs and dominant performances are. But talk to him, Queen. You got to dominate. Don't leave it to the judges. Or you got to get in there and beat some ass. I was gonna let him live, but every time you say you gonna block me, I wanted to hit his ass. I don't know. I think people be wanting to get blocked. I never block people. I blocked somebody yesterday because I think he called me a dummy or something. So I had to get him up. I had to clip him. I had to clip him.
Violated.
Hey man, hot. He was like, yeah, I think people be just trying to argue boxing, but we're gonna roll for a few more minutes, man. What else? It's something else I wanted to discuss in here, man. Because you believe that Devin went over the Top Ranks platform and the judges Rob Loma. Right. Kano was good, bro.
No, I agree with that big dose, but also I feel as though it's just as egregious to say that he beat the hell out of somebody. That to me, that's reserved for like a Floyd Mayweather Gotti type performance. Right. Like that's beating the hell out of somebody.
Right. Yeah, that is
eking out a victory that a lot of people felt was controversial. That's not beating the hell out of somebody.
And I'll tell you what, CCD boxing. He said, yes, you did block guys who said Haney lost or 2 cents. Are you talking to me? I just want to know. Because you telling me I never blocked somebody for saying Haney lost. That's weird as hell. Like, everybody that's in here, they regulars, I believe. I got regulars in here. I think you the odd man out. So I just want to make sure.
Going back and forth with KD. I'm going back and forth with KD and D1 in the box. They sparring down here in the comments.
About to say
about Loma and Dev. You see, that's the division that these are the seeds of division that get sown whenever we talk about, Devin Haney. It's like you can't talk about this guy, man.
Yeah, that's why.
This is what happened.
Only when his fight.
Yeah, odd.
I ain't talking about his ass till his fight come up.
Do you find it that
putting the energy on other people?
yeah, real time. Hey, the same and even with that same statement,
they make it seem like it's me. That's why I ain't taking the bait. I mean, you ain't gonna make it look like it's me. I had Haney versus Loma draw, scored it twice. I feel that, Remo. I feel that. I just wanted to make sure Buddy wasn't talking.
And to be honest, I believe that's the only thing that you truly could have expected. Actually, in that fight.
And I'm gonna keep picking him. You know what I'm saying? Shit. Listen, I'll give y'all an early pick on the 9th, man. I kind of think he's gonna win. So there you go. I'm a hater still. I kind of think he's gonna win. That day you're gonna have to be smart and disciplined to do it, but I think he can do it. I'll do it. Will it be easy? That remains to be seen. My gut feeling tells me no, it won't be easy, right? But do I think he can go in there and win? Yeah, I do. I think he might.
Also, we're gonna get to see how that weight cut was affecting him too. That's the biggest thing that we're gonna find out.
Right.
That's what I'm curious about. And then also the other thing that I'm curious about too is
you talking about the date, Queen? Salute to the Queen, Key Alexandra. He said you talking about the date that they had. Talking about the Dev and
we ain't never got a box again. Well. I already been getting these back, but now it's time for you to get your just due.
That's what I'm saying, TD. I don't block. I never block people. I never do that. I don't see no reason. The only thing I block is disrespect. Dude called me a dummy, and he told me something I knew already, so that makes him the dummy. So I definitely have to block him. But I don't block people for saying that's sensitive. Like I want you to have your opinion. If you think somebody lost or won, you're supposed to say that. You ain't supposed to come here to agree. I don't talk boxing for people to agree. I share, perspectives, ideas, opinions. Like, that's why we up here. I don't tell these brothers how to think. They always come up here and cook on their own, man. All things was good, bro.
they stay with this hospital
stuff, go DM them, bro. So you did got it. 2 guys now block because of Loma. CCD here. Sue, you did. Who are you? Or are you trying to get blocked? You're not Haney, dude. Wow, it's crazy. You're not Haney. What the hell are you talking? Okay, all right. Welcome to this block party. Block. Oh man, welcome to this block party.
The chat is undefeated, bro. The chat is undefeated.
Oh man. Yeah, man. They're about the only thing me and Just disagree on facts. You know what I mean? Because Big Dose, my guy, he know. But it's okay. I don't even think we disagree. The way I look at it, because I don't like to disagree with people, right? Because for me, disagreeing with you means I don't respect where you coming from almost. I don't understand where you're coming from, but I want you to understand where I'm coming from. So here's my point. You get what I'm saying? Here's my opinion versus yours. That's why I don't do that. Like I'm open to hearing how somebody else seen something outside of what I think. That's what makes the conversation what it is. Like we all saying the same thing. It's boring. It's boring. You a boxing fan? You a blocked fan? About to be a blocked fan. Man, yo, the Loma broken ribs is bogus, bro. That's a lie, man. I'm just saying that for the last time. You could believe it if you want, but
hey, he put people in the hospital, baby,
bro. And I don't even know why it's not even a big deal. Like, listen, Loma, you get better, bro. Dad broke your ribs. Oh yeah,
that's why he ain't fighting, baby. That's why he ain't fighting. Loma got them ribs too.
And it's an actual, it's a fight too, and you got physicians in the building. Guys get hurt. I mean, it happens.
Right. See you tomorrow. Appreciate y'all getting rid of the idiots, man. I love talking to boxing with people. I don't want to block somebody's opinion for being different than mine. That's sensitive. Like I could never do that. Never. Like the whole time I had a chance, I think I could count how many people I blocked probably on 2 hands at this point though. Because now some of y'all be slipping in. I'll be having to hit the button. You crazy. Imagine making a fake page and troll. Right, Remo.
That's so Remo.
Yeah, I thought they changed that, man. YouTube, man. I thought y'all got on that, bro. I thought y'all made it so people can't create mad accounts no more. You know what I'm saying? I thought it was a limit or something. You know what I'm saying? Sorry, what's good with it, Brody? How you feeling, man? You guys get over Haney not beating Loma and get disrespectful. You guys just get so emotional. It's not the only thing your whole chat made. What the hell you talking about, bro? What you talking about? We gonna keep blocking them. You gonna be next, buddy. You gonna be next, buddy. Listen, let me just say this, but don't even block them. I'm gonna just say this to you. Don't even block them, y'all. Haney lost is your opinion. Because the fact is that man got a W on his resume and he's undefeated. Well, I don't even know who are they talking to, the people in the comments or me?
Yeah, people in the talking to the comments. Just they're not talking to you.
Am I going for Haney or am I going against it? Like, what's happening right now?
They're not talking to you, man. They're talking to the comments. Damn, the comments is the chat is undefeated right now.
That young dude, yo, he beat him. How y'all vouching for? How old is Loma now? 34, 35. The guy should have known to give the fight 100%. Yeah, if y'all mad at anybody, be mad. Nah, it's all good. Be mad at Loma. He didn't give it 100%, bro. Nobody's emotional. Haney won that fight. He won it. It's what it is. Go cry a river. Cry a river. I don't care. He 30-0. On to the next. He about to fight Regis. Y'all still mad about that? Damn, I ain't know. That's why people be saying Haney. Hey, I'm confused now. Y'all really mad that he won? Like I'm not.
No, but just bro, like real talk. Haney don't get nowhere near the hate as other fighters do.
That ain't him. I thought so because I see him through here, Big Dose, the real phenomenal Mexican. I thought he was I was like, he came in a little hot.
Yeah, phenomenal Mexican just playing around too, man. But yeah, your boy was up in there. He was really pandering to the chat, and I guess they got tired of it.
Damn, you know how you got, man. We talking Haney for the rest of the week. We talking Haney for the rest of the week. Just for that.
But Haney coming up, though, so we just getting ready for the fight because it's a big fight.
Yeah, I
can't wait to see it.
You know what I mean? Y'all ain't gonna know who I'm going for.
You need to just pull the old bait and switch. Just have Haney's name in the title.
Nah, I like both fighters, bro. I think it could be a challenge for both, but I think Dev's young, fresh, and disciplined, bro. And I'm telling you, I think those are the keys to victory. And his legs, obviously, you get what I'm saying? Keeping that consistent jab, it's not difficult, bro. He's going to be smart on the night, and it's going to be difficult for Regis, I believe, to keep up with him. You get what I'm saying? I know I say keep up. No, I'm not saying he's running. I'm saying he's going to be boxing because that's what he's supposed to do. Go in there and box. You don't stand there and punch with the puncher. You know what I'm saying? You don't do it. You don't got to prove nothing to me or nobody else. Go in there, fight how you fight. You're disciplined. You know what I mean? Stay behind your job. I don't complain about how you fight. I understand what he do, and I appreciate it. You know what I mean? I think he's going to go out there, and I do think he's going to make it hard for Regis, though. Younger, fresher, you know what I'm saying? The moments maybe where he got to, exchange, I think, probably be some opportunity for Regis, but will he be able to take advantage of him, right? You know what I'm saying? I think I could see the speed, both foot and hand speed being somewhat of a potential issue. And the length too. So he got some things to deal with, you know what I'm saying? But I don't think it, I still see it being a competitive one, but I do think Haney could win. So I don't know if that make people mad, but so be it, man. I don't pick with my emotions. I pick with my brain. And I think again, just the areas where Regis will struggle, I think Dev will be sharp in those areas. And I think him and, his team, I think they'll do some homework. I think they'll come up with a game plan that, he can execute and be able to beat this dude. But I ain't saying it'll be easy, right? But I do think I'm leaning towards him winning. Straight like that. This is what it is. And I love Regis. But just looking at what I'm looking at, I don't think he fooled, though. I don't think that. I mean, that's something else I wanted to bring up, too. I'm glad y'all brought up Dev, because he said, salute to my bro Tay D, too, man. He said that man told y'all he took round 12 off, and y'all mad ain't he won. Yo, Tay D, why did he told y'all he took a round off? If that is my favorite fighter, bro, that could have been my brother. My brother was Lomachenko, and he was like, hey, bro, man, I took the 12th round off. I would look him in his face and tell him that is why you lost the fight. And I wouldn't be making no arguments with nobody thinking he lost. That I'm very fair and logical in the sport. That's not fair. Yo, if you tell me in a 12-round fight, you decided to take a round off, and we watched Dev, he didn't take a round off. He didn't do that. He gave it what he had, bro. That's just why he won. You got to think he fought him like you would have thought the more experienced guy would have known to fight for 12 rounds, not the younger guy, right? What y'all called him, spoon fed. He got everything handed to him. You'd have thought that guy would have been the one not prepared to do right. You know what I mean? He went in there and went 12 rounds. It's just not that hard to accept. One guy gave 100% effort. Another guy gave less than 100%. It's easy to lose. You lost. Kind of loco, what it do, my bro? How you feeling? Is that Kano? Because he ain't got no wrench. And he says salute again. Is that my bro? Let me see. I'll check right now. I'll find out because I don't see how he ain't got no wrench. Oh, nah, yes, he do. That's my bro. He good. Nah, you ain't blocked. You good. Oh, that's your other one. You trying to get the... okay, bet. I got you. Bro. Yeah. I got you. Salute to my bro Tay D, man. Appreciate it.
And we ain't never got a box again. Well, I already been getting these bets, but now it's time for you to get your just due.
Yeah, man. Like Remo, man. Let me tie my boy Remo up too.
RichThreads.com.
Oh, you go. Oh, he back.
Bolay.
Y'all don't know, man. I'll be laughing more than anything because I'll be back here, like, I got a dispensary not too far from the crib.
Hey, but the point you was just speaking about, Just Dog, that we just witnessed somebody take the damn fight off. And we ain't giving him no energy, dog. No positive energy.
Yo, we talking about Haney for the rest of the week. I got y'all. Bring it. I can create as many pages I want. Yo, I'm the Lord. Now I'm calling him Lord. Y'all gonna be real mad. Lord Devin Haney. Oh man, y'all mad. That's what I hate. That's weird, yo. Like, I don't know why y'all watch boxing, but let me just explain to y'all. I watch this stuff because I really enjoy what each of these dudes bring to the table. Now, if I don't like a certain person's skill set or style, I'll say it, right? And I just won't care about them, but I ain't gonna shit on them. But I just don't see how y'all hate on all he did. He gave the man an opportunity when he didn't have to. And he went in there and gave 100%, and the other guy didn't. Why would you be mad at that? He gave him a shot. He really gave the man a shot to achieve his lifelong dream. That was his whole goal, he said, since he been in boxing, to be undisputed. And that was his opportunity. He fell short because he didn't give it his all. You know what I'm saying? He couldn't matrix the young boy. Young boy wasn't going for it, bro. He just wasn't going. Kello, what it do, Brody? He said one thing I'll say, Regis taking this fight seriously. Yeah, dude. Yeah, he got a strength and conditioning coach that that's been speaking about him. They trying to get him ready, and they very confident in this fight, Kello. They very confident, bro. And he simply put, like I tell him, my bro behind the hands was in here. He was at Maine today. He be out there. He just showed me he was with O'Shaquie Foster, watching him do his thing. Said doing and one moves on welterweights. Now I'm trying to tell y'all, when you be in them gyms, some of them stories that you know, not just the stories, the experiences that you'll be able to, be a part of is just different, man. And we all know Shockey is at 130. Welterweights are at 147, bro. It's a couple weight classes up. You get what I'm saying? So he out there doing his thing, man. I'm telling you, that gym, man, some of them stories that you hear, man, it really make you love boxing, yo. And it make you have a different respect for some of these smaller guys. I know it's sparring in his headgear, but, man, these dudes be getting in there with guys 2-3 weight classes up and giving them work, giving them real smoke. Giving them real smoke. and some of people's favorite fighters, and what I was saying, no names, be getting hands put on them. You know what I'm saying? So I'm telling you, man, I love to be a fly on the wall for some of these sparring sessions, man. Yeah, I don't know why y'all don't like the young kid. I never disliked him. I just think it's a couple people that he can't beat. If I'm a hater in any way, shape, or form, I'll be one. But I don't think, you get what I'm saying? It's not a ton of people I got, I beating him, and I don't think I don't be mad that he won. He won. He did his thing, bro. I don't know why they be so mad. Make another character get his views up. Yeah, right. He came right back up. Yeah, he said it must be a full moon tonight. Man, the brother Kamal Oz was cooking. Salute to Kamal Oz. He do be cooking, bro. He really do. That's a smart dude, man. Michael White, what it do, homie? How you feeling? Tay, appreciate you, my bro. Yeah, man, he's a smart dude. I be hearing him cook. Well, I used to catch him over there for non-joint cooking too. He always building on something. He be heavy on calling out corporate media, man. I like his takes, his boxing takes.
Yeah, that and Canelo. I love Canelo.
Right, he be on it, bro. He be on it, yo, and he got the energy with it. I just like intelligent people that love the sport. That's why it's good to let people talk. Like, if you ain't trolling it, I don't care if your opinion is 100% different than mine. But the only thing I will try to influence you as a person to understand, you don't got to get up here and disagree one time to make your point. I'm trying to tell you, I'm telling you, that's the way to have a conversation is understanding. Don't have to be no disagreement. You let somebody speak their piece and you speak yours. People be like, oh, I have to disagree there. I don't have to disagree because it's not going to change your opinion. You get what I'm saying? I'm just a different guy. I don't want to change your opinion. I want to give you something else to think about or consider at least. You open your brain to something else maybe you ain't think about. I don't want to change your opinion. He flamed out this morning. Yeah. Look, bro, $50 million if I'd have blown up junior middleweight is wild in 2023. That's disrespectful as hell. And again, boxing is getting so sensitive that if we don't give him all his credit, then we hating. Or you get what I'm saying? We're not being fair to him. Nah, bro, you're not being fair to us. You up 50 M's to fight the Yo, all right, bro. If y'all just gonna be giving out money, bro, just live in Jersey, man. I'll definitely listen. I'll go in the training camp and fight one of y'all. If y'all mismatches is what y'all want, bro, please. You know what I'm saying? I definitely take some of that easy money. You know what I mean? I'll go ahead. So let me get my pillow and my mattress ready. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? I go in there and take me a check. You know what I'm saying? Since y'all out here y'all doing charity, because that's what it's seeming like at this point. Yeah, nah, he is though. He is. Kello. He focused, bro. He focused. They got him locked in. He taking it serious. They only training for one another. I see some work that they put in. I see him working on the legs. Why I feel like, what I feel like just seeing that, I feel like that's going to be an area of focus for him. I think he going, I think he preparing, he's always in shape, right? But I think it's going to be an emphasis on them legs because he going to utilize, his area of strength. I think for him will be foot speed. You get what I'm saying? I think that will cause Regis some issues, and I think it would be smart to use them legs. And that's what those little workouts that I seen him doing making me think. You know what I mean? He preparing to box this dude, and that's smart. That's what you do. You get what I'm saying? You in there with a guy that want to fight, and Regis will come right out and tell you, I don't come to box. I come to you up. So That's exactly what he coming to do. So you gotta stop him from fighting you and make him box you, and that would be to your advantage. So as long as Dev can make him box him, keep him from fighting, I think it's an advantage for him. So I think he'll, utilize his legs for a big part of this fight to try to win it, and I think he'll pull it off. I think that's how he'll pull it off. Nah, I don't think Jermell did. Knockout was good, my bro. Yeah, he's still going. At this point, we're gonna just ignore him. Let him fizzle out. He's still mad. Boy, y'all really don't like Dev. What's wrong with y'all? Damn, that should be making y'all mad. I know y'all probably who y'all don't like more, Dev or Shakur. Y'all probably really hate y'all know I like Shakur, and that Dev ain't even my favorite fighter.
Hey, yo, what up, bro? You hear me?
Hey, yo, what's good?
Chilling, man.
Hey, hot. Yo, Dev really got some haters on the low. I seen it today. I thought most of it was made up, but I see it today. Damn, y'all still mad he beat a dude that didn't give 100%. That's how I know y'all not real boxing fans. You're real boxer fans because the man told you he didn't give 100%. That he has no argument. None. You didn't give 100% in the biggest fight of your life. And you how old? Come on, dude. Like, you should have known better than that. Young boy took it to your rib cage. You got a couple dominant rounds off. I ain't gonna lie. Got some stuff off, but he held tight, man. That shit really got y'all that mad?
Bro, that shit was a 7-5 fight with a bunch of swing rounds. I don't know why people acting like
that's why I had it
robbed or something, bro.
I don't know why they feel like, Loma won easy. You can see it. Nah, bro. That's your opinion. The record says 30-0 for Devin. And Loma got another loss. What is he? 17-3 now, I think?
Yeah, bro.
Better amateur than he was pro ass dude. I'm tired of y'all Loma fans. Y'all gotta chill because he ain't moving right either. He about to go fight Canelo.
Yeah, if that's the case, he can ain't nothing stopping him from going to 140 to see if he can get that back, bro.
Right. Going up there. Yeah, going since you said, you told Shakur you had unfinished business with Dev, the real Devin Haney, going up to 140 and get that unfinished business. You gonna get the business going up there playing around.
This dude lost. He lost to Salido, bro. He lost to Teofimo.
Right.
He good at featherweight. He was good at 130. At 135, he a top 10 to 15 lightweight, bro.
Mm-hmm.
He just little, bro.
Yeah. You know what I mean? What my bro Rick be saying? Good little fighter.
Yeah, he's a good little fighter, bro.
And you know what I mean? He crafty. I tell you what, though, all jokes aside, should have kept his ass at 130, I think.
All that soft ass being nice shit, like how you almost stop the man in the 11th round, have him reeling, asking his dad for help, then come out in the 12th round, don't put your foot on the gas. That's your fault, bro.
You had a moment where you could have had something and it went by you. And the young boy, he found a way to pull it out.
He dug deep and shit. And at the end of the day,
glad you said that, KO.
Right.
I was gonna ask you a question about that. Do you feel as though it was just the weight or just how he performed in certain situations? And to your point about the nice guy thing, we saw it in the Comey fight. You got the guy on skates. You over here trying to beg the corner to stop it. Nah, get him the fuck up out of it.
You make them stop that shit, bro. Cause you know what Deontay Wilder, Canelo Alvarez, Tank Davis, Terence Crawford, Earl Spence, what all these top fighters gonna do when they get your ass hurt like that? Like he had Comey, get what they gonna do? They gonna keep pounding on your ass, bro.
Yep.
They gonna keep pounding on your ass. You know what I'm saying? I mean, bro, y'all big dose, dog. I see you in the comments. Shout out to my homie Big Dose, but dog, if you don't think Loma had Devin Haney hurt, bro, I don't know what you were watching, bro. Y'all, what is it with y'all, bro? Like I get so confused by you guys sometimes. He had that man reeling in the 10th and 11th round. He put some good ass rounds together, and he could have put his foot on the gas, and he didn't. But Devin bounced back and had a good 12th round, bro. He hurt that man, bro.
How many accounts bro made? He on a roll. Yo, bro. I ain't gonna say what I really want to say because I don't want to be like.
That's how you know you keeping it real. You got people saying that you're a Haney fanboy, and other people saying that you capping against Devin all at the same time.
I gotta be doing
all at the same time. That's how you know you right where you need to be, bro.
I keep trying to tell you. I know that y'all, for the fam that's in here, because it's really the fam man. I know it's a couple trolls. It's probably the same person. Listen to the name of the channel, bro. That's my mentality for everybody. That you and where it's credit to give you, you're gonna get it, yo. I give people credit where most people don't. You get what I'm saying? I had people mad at me for giving Bud Crawford his just due, and he just won a fight. And the comments going crazy. Oh, yo, that's what I do, man. I give people their credit, bro. When I looked at YouTube before I made a channel, that's one thing I told myself I wasn't gonna do. I wasn't gonna be the next dude tearing down fighters, bro. That's just not my style. I don't do. I could criticize, and I got my opinions, but I don't hate on no fighters. That's weird energy, bro. I don't watch boxing to be mad. You get what I'm saying? It's real entertainment for me. I call sucker stuff out when I see it, and I appreciate fighters who say they are who they say they are. You know what I'm saying? I got my dudes that I watch, but that is what it is. I rock with boxing.
Yeah, 100% you do, bro. But let me I want to answer your question, Big Dose. He said, KO, how do you almost stop somebody who never hit the mat? Very, very simple. Hector Luis Garcia never went down in the fight against Tank Dave. he never went down in the fight against Tank Dave. I'm glad you came up here, Big Dose. I'm answering your question. So you can stop somebody. You can almost stop somebody who never hit the mat. Hell, you can stop somebody who never hit the mat. Tank Davis just stopped Hector Luis Garcia, who never went down in that fight, but he wouldn't come out the corner after the 8th round. Go to Mario Barrios. Tank Davis almost stopped him in the 10th round. He never hit the ground in the 10th round, but Tank Davis was knocking him all around the goddamn ring the last minute and a half of that goddamn round. And if not for the motherfucking ref, or not for the motherfucking timer going off, if they had like 20 or 30 more seconds, he probably would have stopped him in the 10th instead of the 11th. So it's very easy, bro, to almost stop somebody who don't go down, bro. It's very easy.
Yeah, I would agree with you if
you can look at a fighter and say that you can look at a fider and see if they hurt or not, bro.
Showed that he was hurt, I would agree with you. But
he definitely showed he was hurt, bro.
He showed that he showed that Loma was getting to him, but he never showed that he was hurt. Never
he was real, bro. He was reeling in that 11th round, bro. He was reeling in that 11th round, bro. He was reeling. It's okay, bro. He had a bad round. It's okay. He was reeling.
What does reeling mean?
He was getting punched on. Looked like he was about to fall, and because he was getting punched on, his reaction was not to jab. His reaction was not to counter Loma. His reaction was trying to grab him,
which is what you're supposed to
keep him. But you do that when you're hurt.
That's a part of boxing.
I didn't say it wasn't.
Everybody that initiates a clinch is hurt.
When they getting hit on like that, yeah, bro. Yeah.
Nah, man.
Yeah.
Nah.
When they getting hit on like that, yeah.
Nah, I feel you.
Like what? I mean, he was getting he got caught. Yeah, he did.
Like how he was getting hit in the 11th round, bro.
He wasn't wobbling. His legs never looked shaky, not one time. Yeah, he was getting caught. Yeah, every boxer gets caught.
Bro, every boxer gets caught. The boxers are very good. Like the high-level fighters like Devin, they're good at disguising whether or not they're hurt from casual fans. I'm not calling you a casual fan, but for people that have been watching boxing for 25 years, that analyze this shit and watch it very closely, such as everybody up on that on this panel, I could tell that he was hurt because I know that when Devin usually clinches and he's not hurt, it's to get them to back up off of him. It's to get them so he can get them at distance. Then he start back pumping that jab and using lateral movement. But in these instances, he was clinching. Then when the ref came and broke him up and Loma closed that distance right again, he was right back clinching again. He wasn't trying to throw shit back. He wasn't trying to throw nothing back. He was trying to survive, bro. That is the sign of a fighter being hurt, bro. And it's okay. He bounced back and had a good 12th round, but he was hurt, bro. He was hurt, clearly. If he wasn't hurt, he would have been throwing back, bro.
He must have not been that hurt to come back to follow.
Dick, what's good, bro? Ramon, what up? What up?
KO, when you see him wobble, though? When did you see him wobble, KO?
Bro, I didn't say y'all keep changing my words, bro.
Yeah, he said he hurt.
I said he was hurt, bro.
You said he almost had him out of there. He got to be hurt or wobbled or something.
Bro, y'all got it, bro.
I'm
not finna argue with y'all. I'm not finna argue
he
with
was
y'all.
hurt. Show what round
he was in round 11. Go watch round 11, and then you make your own
I
opinion.
watched that
If you
fight
don't
5
think he
times.
was hurt, then you don't think he was hurt, bro. I think he was hurt, and y'all ain't changing my mind, bro.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about for sure. But y'all looking for like a Linares type situation. That wasn't the case in that fight, nah. But I think he had to weather a real storm in that fight. You get what I'm saying? But that builds character, bro. Like that's a good thing if he got through that. Like I'm not making no argument for him if he got through a tough period. That's what's gonna make or break him, man. That'll make him.
If you don't come on this motherfucker and say, if you don't come on this motherfucker and say Devin Haney was never hurt in that fight and he won that bitch 9-3, then you hating, I guess. Like, goddamn, y'all, come on.
Nah, you ain't hating, but when you add extras like you like to do, that's hating.
I don't add no motherfucking extras. He was hurt to me.
Fucking extras. You saying
he was hurt to me.
Your opinion. That's the fact.
Yeah. Sure. Cash, what it do, homie? I thought the fight was good.
So this nigga, this nigga landed 2 punches in the 11th round, and Loma landed 20. But y'all telling me this nigga wasn't hurt? Man, get the fuck on, bro. Get the fuck on, bro. Y'all should be talking.
When did that happen?
I think y'all thinking too deep into it. Like KO not saying what y'all thinking. Like wobble hurt, right? Obviously, but again, he had to weather a storm, bro, and that's why I feel like he definitely got buzzed, shook up a little bit. But that's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. He got through it.
They don't like the word hurt. Are y'all cool if I say he was buzzed?
Yeah, whatever. Like he did his damn thing, bro. Like that makes
you talking like he was on his last leg, though.
Right.
That's what you saying.
It almost had him out of there.
Bro, do y'all not think I'm articulate enough to say I think Devin Haney was on his last leg? I said what I meant. He was hurt in the 11th round.
Mm-hmm.
You said he almost had him out of there.
He did, in my opinion.
Okay.
That means he gotta be wobbling. You gotta be
12th round. If Devin Haney wasn't in such great shape and had the ability to recover like he did in that minute in the corner with the 12th round, get his bearings together with no help from his daddy, mind you, showing great mental toughness because his daddy had no answers for him. If he was not able to get his head together and recover so fast in a minute, it could have got ugly in the 12th round if Loma was mean like he needed to be. But to Devin's credit, after being hurt that badly and getting done that dirty in the 11th round, he came back and had his best round in the fight, in my opinion, in the 12th round. I give him credit for that.
I'm telling you that he actually giving him more credit than y'all think. He not taking. That's just his viewpoint, not taking away from him. But that makes him a better fighter for being able to go through that moment.
Didn't get no instruction from his
Look how he responded to the round. His worst round, he had his best round after that. Just think about it. Dude,
I think that Bill did not give him what he needed, in my opinion.
He started doing everything that Bill told him to do. He said, yo, stick faster than his. And what Dev doing in the 12th round? The nigga just didn't do it in the 10th, in the 11th round.
Michael White, facts. That's
not his fault.
You can't, golden era.
You can't control what he do.
Tripping dude, bro. Man, y'all some. I think that's the same guy.
I can't wait till this nigga fight my fighter, bro.
Get him up out of there.
He gonna beat his ass. You know.
I can't wait, bro. I cannot wait. So all this shit will go away. Then y'all niggas will all of a sudden start rooting for Shakur. You'll find another nigga. Yeah, like I can't wait, bro.
Either way it go, we gonna get what we want, right?
I can't wait.
Right, if they fight for sure. Sure.
Either way it go, win or lose, I'm gonna get what I want.
Damn. What is it?
Now I do want a hurt fighter to win, but if he don't win, I still got what I wanted.
Right.
Right.
Real fight. Right.
Can't disagree with that, Big Dose. Can't disagree with that at all.
Yeah, right. They be mad as hell. What the hell be wrong with people? Why people be so damn mad? That's why I know some of y'all young, man. Some of the troll that keep coming, he gotta be like a kid or something. I'm telling y'all, as a grown man, y'all gotta know how to have conversations. It's not always about trying to prove you got the better point, yo. You gotta learn how to hear where people coming from. If I speak boxing with you on a regular basis, or I'm talking to you in the chat, I'm at least be able to respect where you coming from. Like, you know that I don't call people fanboys unless they going out of control with it. Saying Devin Haney beat Lomachenko has nothing to do with being a fanboy. But calling somebody a fanboy because that's their opinion makes you a weirdo. It's just that simple. It's very simple. You are weird, and it shouldn't make you that mad. And then you coming in here like, well, you know, Loma beat Haney. Everybody's seen it. No, the records say what? And the Loma records say what? Did he get another L put in his record that day? Yes. I don't care what you think.
Did. He took that
matter, the man
Unanimously.
Let it be.
You're right, Big Dose. It was unanimously. They awarded him the fight
at all the belts.
Unanimously.
And he lost. That's it. It's all good. Loma is in the words of my brother Ricky Williams, man. He's a good little fighter, man. Just chill. He was a better amateur than he was a pro. But whatever.
What is a person's definition of a fanboy? Because I got my definition. Even though I don't never call nobody a fanboy, I never do. I do got my definition of it though.
My definition of a fanboy is anybody that's willing to lie for a fighter. If you're a lie for your fighter, you're a fanboy.
Right. Skywalker Boxing 2, my brother.
Is the brother that walked them skies.
That'll let one fighter do something because they like him, and then when another fighter do the exact same thing, they got a problem with it.
Yeah,
that's a
fan call it out. Right.
That ain't a bad definition either.
Right. It's just keeping the same energy. Call it straight down the middle. That's why I play. That's how I try to call everything straight down the middle. I try to use with the information that's out there, and I don't want to sway nobody. You get what I'm saying? I just want us all to hear the same stuff so we can all have a, you think what you want. Skywalker, what's good, bro?
The thing that's really good about this situation is for all these people that we had just talked about, as far as Tank, Devin, and Shakur, all they got to do is continue to win.
Yeah.
All they got to do is continue to win. That positioning that Tank doing for that TO fight, that means it sets up a possible title unification bout with Devin if he should serve with Prograis and beat him. So Tank got to take care of business.
Just enjoy it.
Dev got to take care of business. Shakur take care of business, and we gonna get these fights lining up, and that's what I can't wait.
Right.
That's just all I want. And I'm not throwing shade on none of them fighters until they get in the ring. I mean, even not after they get in the ring, but I just want to see them get in the ring and fight.
Let me get you right, Skywalker.
But yeah, man. I mean,
I just want all the best fights that we can possibly get, man. Because if I'm gonna pay for them, I want to get my money's worth, man. You know what I'm saying? Just like I heard what you said about male Just, man, and I understand where you coming from, man. But when it comes to male, I just felt like he ain't really even try to win that fight, man. I was just
to fight off.
Man. His spirit wasn't in it. You could see it in his eyes. Allowing himself to be put in like headlocks by a guy that's significantly shorter than you. Your body language was giving off nervous vibes, like respect, like, oh, I don't want to. You ain't even shrug him off you. Like, you ain't putting your forearm in my throat, bro. You gonna beat me up. I'm gonna take mine swinging, bro. You gonna beat me up and I'm gonna fight, bro. I mean that. That's how I approach fights in real life. You gonna have to beat me up. I ain't no way you gonna be stiff arming me in the corner of the ring and I'm looking over there at the ref like you ain't gonna get him off me. Like, no, you get him off you, bro. He's stiff arming you all in your throat. I'm like, yo, what? His eyes, bro.
Not a good look.
With conviction to me, man.
Jermell Charlo is the happiest loser I ever seen in my life.
Yes, and somebody made a great point. I forgot which one of the family made it, but you notice when he lost to Tony Harrison, he cried. He cried. Castaño, he wasn't happy about that either. But then all of a sudden, you lose here and you happy talking about I'm happy with my performance. Well, you about the only one. You about the only one, bro.
That boy was showing too much respect leading up to that goddamn fight. I seen it all over the place, bro.
The crazy part is it intensified, bro. As he got in the ring, when that first punch really hit him, the respect grew even more, man. That's what made it scary. I was like, you don't have a shot at beating him if you respect him this much. There's no possible way you can beat him like this. It's not gonna happen.
You respected his power before he made him respect his power. Yeah, he respected his strength before he made him respect his strength, bro. Motherfucker gonna have to show me, bro.
If I ain't pay for it, I probably wouldn't be asking, but I paid for it, bro.
So
you go out there and give an effort and try to win,
right? So while we on it, right? Because people was asking the question, could he bounce back from this? And you remember his initial feelings, I think, was he ain't he ain't fighting Tim Tszyu. Now, did y'all hear that he said he moving back down to 54? Definitely. He said if Tim Tszyu is next, he on it. So he's saying he will fight Tim Tszyu. I think that take the sour taste out of people's mouth a little bit. If you go down there and get a quality win, a solid win, should I say, against Tim Tszyu. If Tim Tszyu beat Mendoza, however that roll out. But
here's my problem with Jermell, bro, and believing in him, right? So if somebody steal from you, like if somebody thief from you, you ain't never really gonna trust him again, bro. And to me, what his performance showed me is that, bro, like you gotta watch somebody, or you gotta feel like you got the upper hand. You gotta feel like you the bigger puncher. You gotta feel like you got everything in your advantage. Because if you get in that bitch with Tim Tszyu and he catch you with some hot shit and you feel like he's stronger than you, how do I know you ain't gonna nut up, bro?
Yeah, KO, that's what I was saying earlier, bro. I said that too.
Like if you get in there with Bud, if we want the Bud fight, and you get in that bitch with Bud, and he catch you with the same type of shit that he was catching Earl with, and you feel his power, how I know you ain't gonna do that shit again, bro? I can't trust you.
New page, Will. That's his new page.
Yeah, I can't trust you, bro.
And like the great Bernard Hopkins said, everybody is vulnerable when they punch you. So
yeah, true.
You gotta take chances. When this guy's throwing a punch,
he should go to Australia.
There were times where he was evading shots, catching shots, but there was no return fire. It's like you gotta counter this dude, especially a guy with a chin like that. You can't throw anything that he's gonna see. You gotta hit him with something that he don't see, and that requires you taking chances.
I got him with facts. And I said that same point though, KO. Now that he showed me how he'll respond to somebody with power, I don't feel like he's a bigger puncher than Tim Tszyu. He had to kind of grow into being a puncher, right? It's so to speak. You had to go switch trainers, and then he kind of brought that element to your game out of you.
Long story short, just any Jermell Charlo fans, you're gonna be pissed off at me because I ain't picking him in no toss-up fights no more. Just so y'all know. Just so we clear, bro. He ain't getting picked by me in no toss-up fight. Obviously, I picked Canelo. I picked Canelo to beat him, obviously, but I ain't picking him in no like him and Tim Tszyu, bro. Give me Tim, cause you done showed bitch, bro.
Okay. Salute to Australia.
You done showed a lot of hole in your blood with that one, bro.
Right.
You didn't represent it all, dog.
Nah, but that's what I say. I just don't feel like he a bigger puncher, and I do feel like that's a possibility that he'll find himself being hesitant again or too respectful with a guy that's in there punching too. And that'd be a downfall. D-Free was good, bro. That'd be wild.
You gotta take those chances, man. You gotta take those chances.
You do.
I mean, you like Bernard in there who weren't necessarily the biggest puncher.
It wasn't like Canelo.
And, he's in there with a guy like Trinidad who had the damn left hook from hell. But every time he missed, he made him pay. He's like, yo, I gotta take these chances. I can't just let you.
Canelo was about to stop throwing punches at him. Like, dude, did y'all remember that sequence when he threw like a hook and went to grab him immediately? Like it was no confidence, and he just threw a little punch and just hurried up and grabbed. I was like, oh my god! Like
Jermell Charlo and Jermell Charlo are from Louisiana. Joseph, stop it, bro.
They said they're not from Texas no more.
They're not from Texas, bro.
I'll tell you what though.
We tried to find I'm the leader of the Texas Boxing Fans Coalition. We tried to find a trade for them. We tried to find a state to trade them to, but nobody would take them, so we just released them. We just released them for nothing. We released their ass. They gone. Him and Jamal, they from Louisiana.
Oh man, KO stupid.
Now Earl, even though Earl was born in New York, but we still rep him. He can still be from Texas. He went out like them niggas now.
It's the way that EJ carries himself, man. I say this. Yo, I just saw that what's the name just. I just saw the epilogue from the Bud EJ fight. Yo, his mother was like, yo, don't hang your head. We so proud of you. First thing this man says, I am pissed. I said, that dude is a dog right there.
Right.
He said, I am pissed. He ain't say, well, I gave it my best. I am pissed. Your man was up here talking about, well, at least I ain't get knocked out like the mother fighters. It's like,
now again,
everybody got their own cities. Everybody got their own cities that they from and kind of what they rep and all that stuff. But bro, I just know for a fact, bro, like it done happen to me. I done seen it happen to homies and stuff, bro. You gotta fight, win, lose, or draw, bro. Like you can't just let nobody beat on you like that.
Nah, bro. You can't, bro. And I get it that the punches don't feel good, but like, bro, what you gonna do? Just you gonna be happy that you survived, and that's what it sounded like. You said he made a comment that he ain't get knocked out like the other fighters.
That's what he said. He said, "At least I ain't get knocked out." Right in the ring.
That's what he said, Joe. That's what he said.
You know who I feel
and then he doubled down in the press conference too and said it again.
It seemed like it's a couple situations where he took digs at his boy. Straight like that. That's what it seemed like. Knocked out like what fighters? Because Canelo ain't coming off no knockouts as of late. What you talking about? What are you talking about? Because then you said I don't want to be tired like Errol Spence. You said a little.
I don't want to be breathing heavy. I don't want y'all have me breathing like Errol Spence.
Yeah, like certain stuff. Like, bro, like why would you sit so freely? Like, well, he lost now. Now you could talk a certain way. Nah, bro. I ain't like that. I just did. It seemed like he kind of changed his tone a little bit. And I can't respect that, bro. I don't like it. I ain't dissing him or nothing, but you gotta chill, man. Like you went in there and laid down. Earl didn't do that. Everybody respects that loss, bro. For the real ones anyway, because we know he gave what he had on the night. He never laid down that way. He got up every time he got knocked down. They had to stop the fight. The man fought as much as he could, man. He gonna always have my respect. He never laid down, even knowing he probably didn't have it to do it. And he still fought a better 9 rounds than you fought 12. I couldn't imagine. Yo, his eyes, yo. I don't care what nobody say, man. I hope y'all go get a chance to rewatch the fight. Man, look at his, even at highlights. Just look at his eyes, bro. It tells you everything you need to know. Look at his eyes when he was in the back locker room when Floyd Mayweather came back there. I swear that's when I started thinking is something feel funny. He had this look on his face like somebody, like you're not about to fight your biggest fight. Like I don't want to say funeral, but like, who died, bro? Like, somebody said, what happened? Like, why you back there looking like you ain't good? Because you ain't confident. And you got in the ring, and I seen it in your eyes, your body language, just allowing Canelo to bully you and punch on you, stiff arm you, elbow. I was like, bro, you just going to let him do all of this to you? You're not going to do nothing? I'm like, bro, man, didn't I see him?
That's why Canelo was throwing punches at the weigh-in and shit. Canelo already knew. He like, man, I'm about to do him.
Seen it in his eyes. I know he's seen it in his eyes.
Yeah, bro. Canelo been doing this shit long enough. He know when he in a real fight and when he good.
Salute to my bro Skywalker becoming a member again, man.
They being all Canelo, bro. A lot of them do. You know what I'm saying? They being all that, man.
They've been going in. So that's probably one person. He's still mad.
He keep on cherry picking, man. And you know, the people seem like they cool with it. We all know Canelo ain't really
drugging like this on Molly or something. But right was wishy-washy. I ain't surprised. Yeah, like, I know when people seen bigger Charlo take the picture with Bud, they thought it was crazy. But he never, if you ever listen to Bud talk, he never had an issue really with Maul. He always said Mel was the one. Like,
I don't care. You got issue with my brother. You got one.
It's weird. It's still weird. It's weird, but yeah, I think it don't be no real smoke behind it. I just think dudes be just talking for real. But it is weird. Like, I ain't cool with nobody my brother ain't cool with at all.
Yeah, bro, I just can't, bro.
I'm personally.
That's you and my brother. That's you and my brother business. Me and you, we cool now, bro.
That's how Mel be carrying it. Like, yo, that's my brother. That's his situation. I'm like, huh? Nah, bro. Like, what? Like, but you know, I hear some other stuff with them, so they got a weird situation with them. Seriously,
they gotta figure that shit out, man.
Some weird, like that's so. I'm not, when I know what I know, I'm not surprised that it's like it is now. I get it. Y'all dudes, y'all like the opposite or something. Like y'all don't need to be around each other too long. Y'all some damn nuts. I'm telling you, them dudes nutty. Being drugged, I can't buy into that. Yeah, the drugged, that's tough. But I will say this, even though I don't want to say it. It's some stuff that I wish I could say, and that's how you know it's bad. It's just stuff I wish I could say that's coming from certain places, but I just can't put it out there. But
hey, man, Ryan Garcia better win, bro. Cause Derek James, man, come on, DJ.
Right.
Oh man,
what you think about that fight? Not to give out no prediction and none, but what you think about?
I think Oscar Delahoya is stupid for putting him in there with a first. He ain't used to Derek James style. He in there with a grown man that can punch. Oscar Duarte got like 12, 13 knockouts in a row. He a seasoned veteran out of Mexico. Yeah. He coming. I think either it's real stupid or Oscar trying to get Ryan beat because he mad.
I'm about to ask you that. See,
it's a real like people like this might be
you.
one of the ones. This might be one of the ones where people gonna be surprised. I'm gonna study it some more. But Oscar Duarte, a real fighter, bro.
His last loss, or his only loss, was in 2019. It was a split decision, and after that, he got 11 straight wins, and they all knockouts and stoppages, all of them in a row. He 26-1-1, 21 knockouts. So I'm thinking,
if you trying to land that left hook, if you trying to land that left hook and you can't land that bitch, and he get the beating on you and walking you down, and with that pie, that shit could get.
Yeah, I respect the fight. It seemed like a risky one because it really seemed like it's one that he could lose. It really do. I feel like it's one so good. And again, I don't know. I know Delahoya just talking, but that's just something I was in here talking about. I seen him saying he looking to try to put Brian in there with Haney or Teofimo, but he keep talking.
I'm so crazy. I want to put him in there with Haney, bro.
Yeah,
I want to put him in there with Haney because I just want to hear what my Devin Haney brother and sisters. I want to hear what they would say about the fight if Devin Haney were fighting Ryan Garcia. I bet you it will not be the same thing they said when Tank was fighting Ryan.
They're not gonna call it no exhibition.
Yeah, I just want it to be Devin and Ryan just so I think Devin will clearly outbox his ass. But I just want to see what the lead up would be like. Oh man, this is a good fight, man. 4 kings, man. It's a good fight, man. Yeah, watch. I just want to see that shit, man.
It's gonna be that. It's gonna be that. They're not gonna crap on it because I think when they don't crap on it, I think that just tells you what you already knew. The other fight wasn't bad either. You get what I'm saying? I feel like when the numbers did what they did to an extent, and when you got that somewhat of the history of a Ryan Garcia always mentioned in Tank, that's why it was overly cool with that. Because to what extent do you want somebody to constantly mention a guy's name and what they'll do to him, and then when an opportunity truly presents itself for him to fight him, he don't do it? No, I'm cool with that because he act like he had smoke, and from what I heard, he really did want to fight him. It seemed like it was his team stopping it from happening. I respect Ryan for that. He went in there and conquered his demon, faced his demons. Now the fact that he fighting this guy right here is interesting. Like I said, I was thinking what you was thinking, KO. Either you he been having some issues over there, so are you trying to get this dude beat, or is Ryan really he taking that Tank loss? Like, look, I fought him, I fight the rest of y'all too. Like I fight. You get what I'm saying? I hope that's his energy. I really do. Because if you got in there with him, bro, you shouldn't be scared to get in there with no. I don't think you scared, but you shouldn't be hesitant to get in there with nobody, bro. You faced your demon, bro. That Tank Davis. You went in there, and I respect it. Coach Amber, salute, Queen. Said no problem with Haney and Ryan. Me neither. I'm just not big on complaining. Like I don't think Ryan is as bad as what people made it seem. I just think his levels, right? And I think his lack of commitment has probably kept him from progressing the way he would have had he taken boxing as serious as some of his counterparts.
I agree with that wholeheartedly. The talent, coming up in the amateurs, the talent, the hand speed, all that shit is undeniable. But when you at the level that he trying to fight at, man, all these guys is talented, bro. You know what I'm saying? You got some that's like uber talented, generational, but for the most part, they all talented. So what you doing to set yourself apart? What your skills looking like? What are you honing? What are you working on and shit like that? He just don't put that work in. Like when you fighting Tank Davis or Devin Haney or Shakur Stevenson, bro, fast hands not enough, bro.
No.
They got fast hands. They got fast hands too, bro.
Yeah, no left hook ain't gonna cut it.
Having a killer left hook is not enough, bro. It's not enough. Because these guys are good enough to take that shit away from you. Yeah. And then what you gonna do?
Nah, right. He did. We knew that was just fighter talk. You all facts, though, okay? We knew that was fighter talk, man. You got to try to sell it a little bit. Tank just to be too smart for these dudes and patient. And I think he understands himself as a fighter better than the guys that he be in there understand themselves. It's just different. It's no panic in his game. You ain't deterring him from what he doing. He's just a thinking man. He gonna figure it out. He gonna create his opening. He gonna take it and it's gonna work. That's when just Ryan, how we go, bro.
When him and Tank were going back and forth on that second round shit, bro. And Ryan was like, "Yeah, man, I'm gonna catch you with a left hook, and I'm gonna catch you right on the jaw, and I'm gonna knock you out." And then Tank said, "Man, you don't even aim for the jaw, you aim for the temple, and I'll probably break your jaw." I said, "Why?" I say, number one, that's savage. You talking about breaking a nigga jaw, but number two, how you studying this man to the point to where you know where he aim his punches at, bro? What do you like? That's a different type of shit right there, bro. You that how you know that how you know that man is really watching film and thinking through shit. People, you don't give him enough. If you listen to him sit down and talk, people think because of how he talk and shit. Right, he ain't stupid, bro. He's a smart young man, bro. If you just listen to him and shit like that, like yeah, it's okay.
I say, give me more Tank talking, less other people for him. I want to hear what he got to say because it's already a misconception that he ain't as smart as what he is. But if you listen to him, the dude understand what the hell he doing in there. You don't just get lucky. He ain't getting lucky in there. I just want people to understand that dude is smart. He's bored.
He even a low key. If you talk to him, you can hear him break. You can see him like breaking shit down in his head or whatever. When they was asking him about like his list and who he want to fight or whatever, and he said like Shakur and Devin, and he was like, and then the interview said something. He said, "Nah, but them fights gonna be different though." And they were like, "Oh, what you mean? Like it's not gonna be big?" And he like, "Nah." He said, "Nah, I'm just thinking about the fight. Like I'm gonna have to come get them. I'm coming to get them." Like he already know like who he want to box with, who he might have to take the back foot with, who he probably gonna have to be more aggressive with. He already like thinking this, and people just don't catch it, bro. They just don't understand. They don't catch the shit, bro. He already breaking down the fight in his head. He already in his head like, oh yeah, Devin, Shakur, like yeah,
I'm telling you,
I'm coming to get them. I don't have to come get them because what they gonna do? They gonna be on their back foot. Trying to box, trying to counter. He already on it, bro.
You're right. He do. He aware. He know.
He told Calvin. He told Calvin in the corner against Rolly, and when he was fighting Rolly, he said, "No, he's still strong. I gotta give him. He's still a little strong. I give him a couple of rounds." Then he told then Calvin and them was tripping on the Barrios fight. He told him, he said, "Calm down, man. I got him. Calm down. Just calm down." Like he just always seemed to be in control, bro. That's one of the things that just kind of that I like the most about
comfortability. He relishes the moment, bro. He embraces the challenge that is a boxing match, bro. And he does damn well at it, figuring it out. And again, he'll have you like, it's a weird kind of when you watching him fight, like you be like, you just know something coming, but you be like, damn, Tank throw a punch, but he be figuring it out. And when you see it finally let something off and you see the results, you like, you can't argue results. You just can't. That man, he get it, bro. He knows.
Let your hands go. Throw a combination. Nope.
Yeah, we be saying that. He'd be like, nah, not yet. Nah, let me see what else he got. And you can't tell me why he's doing that. That's not collecting data. That's real collecting data because he figured it out. And then you provide him with a pattern. And that's it. That's usually your ass. That's usually it for you. Salute to the queen, Miss Joette. Appreciate you, queen. Still waters run deep. True. He's analyzing on the spot. That takes.
I just think it's something. I think it's something to be said for when you face real life adversity that most people don't overcome, bro. What the fuck? What is a fight to you, bro?
I think that's how he approached it.
Yeah, like what's a fight to you? If you been through what he been through and you done made millions and then you get in the ring, you get to do what you the best at. What's a fight, bro? Like what like all the shit like what's a fight, bro?
And then on top of that, the stuff that he's overcame, and he's in a new position. Now it's some stuff that come with that he had to deal with, and I feel like he take that into the fights, but it's put into beating your ass though. It's not a distraction at all. It's bad for you. If he's going through something at the time he's fighting somebody, I'm telling you, I'm never changing this. It's going to be bad for you. I just would rather just don't be the guy fighting him if something happened. Like it better not be nothing, unnecessary, like unplanned or unfortunate, should I say? Like no passings, no deaths, no nothing where he could put his pain into you. Like because I think that's what he do. I really do. I wholeheartedly think that's how he approach fights. And I said this before. This is just my opinion. I don't think he boxed to win rounds. I've said this. That's when I watch him. That's not a guy that throwing 6 punches in a round. Don't give a damn about winning round to round to me. He don't. He just care about landing the punches he know is going to do what it's going to do to me. He know what it takes to hurt you. And he know how to break you down. It's just that simple. He'll figure you out, let you make your mistakes, shoot your load. You'll have a little bit of confidence, start coming forward, get too comfortable, and then he'll change the fight on you. It's just that it's just like that. It's different. He don't box to win rounds, in my opinion. I know that might sound crazy. I think he boxed to hurt you. I think he boxed to hurt you. He's coming to hurt you. Like the hell.
We on the same page with that, bro. I've been telling people that like what happens is people watch Tank the way they watch Devin. They watch Tank the way that they watch Shakur. Devin and Shakur, they outboxing your ass.
Yeah, they're boxing to win round by round.
They finna run up rounds and just get such a big lead or whatever. Right. And if they see their opportunity, maybe they may step on the gas. Shakur more so than Devin, in my opinion. But Tank Davis is looking at you like, look, bro, I'm just trying to set up these kill shots, bro. Exactly. So when you watch him fight, I watch him like, all right, bro, you catching him clean and shit. Like, what we doing? Oh, you done caught him. You start catching him clean in the 4th round. Oh shit, we got this. It's only a matter of time. We good. Let me just enjoy this shit while I laugh.
Mm-hmm.
You know, while I laugh.
Big dose. Salute, Brody.
Yeah, salute, big dose. Yeah, man.
Mm-hmm.
But
Haney and Ryan. I mean, you know, you got Oscar is Oscar. I always take that stuff with a grain of salt. But I'm a person, I love good boxing conversations, and I think those would be entertaining fights at 140. You know, him fighting a Teofimo. From what I heard, I'm hearing, like, you know, people are reporting on Tank and Teofimo. I'm hearing that's not so much the case. I'm hearing a possible. Well, I heard 2 opponents with really 3. I heard Ryan Garcia for Teo, but I also heard Barboza and Jose Ramirez. So
don't kill my dream.
I wouldn't mind Jose Ramirez. He got some pop. I'll watch it. I'll see. I think he'll get beat, though. I think Teo could beat him. Tim destroys Charlo. I think that Tim Tszyu is a much closer fight than I thought it was before he got in there with Canelo. And I seen the way he approached that. Again, I don't think he'll be the bigger puncher or should I say the natural puncher. Tim Tszyu is in that equation. I think he'll go for it. I don't see him shelling up against Charlo. He's going to go in there and try to win. I think that's a dangerous fight for him now that I think about it. And
he's gonna take the back foot willingly, fucking willingly. Like, just gonna let him be more aggressive and shit and feel confident, bro.
Mm-hmm. Oscar trying to cash out on Ryan or trying to get him beat or something because they having some issues, something going on. But I respect Ryan. Take that fight. I said it, man. That Tank loss can make or break you. Either you tuck your tail and you try to skate by off your name, or you really start taking challenges. I think this is a solid fight coming back off a knockout loss. This dude got like 11 straight wins, knocking people out. He got over an 80% KO ratio, so he obviously can punch. You know what I mean? He got something with him. He only lost the one time, and it was a split decision. He do got a draw, but you know how those are. So we'll see. I think I've heard the name. I can't remember if I seen him fight though. I ain't gonna lie. Oscar Duarte. I can't say I remember. Well, I've heard the name, but I can't say I remember seeing him fight. So I definitely have to do some homework. But just from the out, just looking on paper, he definitely looked like he could present some issue with some punching power. And you know, Ryan ain't got the tightest of defenses either. So I just want to see how he's gonna look with Derek James in this first fight. I know it's the first one, so I ain't gonna try to expect too much, but I do want to see if he's gonna make any improvements.
Man, you better expect too much because he in there with somebody that's coming to whoop his ass. Boy, he better come ready to go, dog. Or it's gonna be Derek James gonna go from trainer of the year to he lost every fight this year, and Frank Martin ducked. This shit gonna be bad, bro.
Oh, yeah, going
bad, bro. They need a W, bro.
Yeah, bro, been having a rough go round, man. Duarte up, you think so? It's possible. I mean, I ain't, you know. I gotta go look up some of this dude fights, man. I gotta go see what he bringing to the table. I just don't know. I really don't. I don't know what the hell he bringing to the table.
If he comes in respecting Ryan, then Ryan will probably stop him in the middle of that shit. If he comes in with no respect and Ryan can't catch him on the way in, Ryan in trouble, bro.
Yeah, that's usually how
Ryan ain't got no inside game. He ain't got nothing other than the counter left hook. If he can't catch that man with that, like this dude. This ain't them former champions. It's 34, 35 years old. This is a 27-year-old power puncher, aggressive dude that feel like he still got a lot ahead of him. They feel like Ryan is his meal ticket.
Hey, he's 27 too, so he ain't no old ass dude. Okay, this could be a good scrap for him. Good scrap for Ryan Garcia, man. Let's see what King Rod go out there and do.
But just I'm gonna hop off, bro. I gotta go walk these dogs before I go live later. So great.
Yo, I'll be over there to check you out for sure tonight.
Time, bro.
For sure, appreciate you, bro. The Kings never fought each other, right? Right, man. Oscar Duarte, Manny Canelo has a chin in his heart. 135's beat Ryan, just hasn't had a chance to show it. Okay, Chris, we're gonna see, bro. We're gonna see. You know what I mean? Over here, bro. Everybody get their credit. Like, I just gotta go look up Oscar Duarte. I haven't seen him. Haven't seen his fight, so I gotta go do some homework. And like I said, the most homework I did so far, I see his record, his resume: 27 years old, 26 1-1, 21 knockouts, over 80% KO ratio. His last loss was in 2019 to a guy, Adrian Estrella was his name. I think dude was 28-3, but that was a split decision loss. He had a draw before that. Since 2019, he got 11 straight wins, all knockouts, TKOs, and stoppages. So he riding a hell of a win streak. He definitely got some punching power. I want to see how well the boxing skill is. So I don't know much about him, so I got to do some homework. I don't mind going to look up some fights of his. You know what I mean? If they got him online and checking him out, seeing what he gonna bring to the fight. You know what I mean? I do think right off the bat, especially on paper, this could be a risky fight for Ryan Garcia. That's why I respect it. You got in there, you faced your demons with Tank Davis, you gave us that fight. You came up short. It is what it is. Now you on to the next. I think this is a credible fight. And it's good to hear that he'll be at 140 and he's starting to mix his names up. You starting to hear his name get thrown in the hat with guys like Haney's and Teofimos and stuff like that. So I think that's a good sign for sure, man. That's damn sure a good sign. But that's the only problem. I knew it was something. That's what it was, though. He's fought at 140 before, but this dude has fought as low as 127. Wow. Like he's a 35-pounder or something. Yeah, lightweight. That's the only thing. He bringing him up. He bringing the dude up. But I ain't gonna knock it, man. It's a comeback fight, so we're gonna see. Skills, Mr. New Orleans in the flesh. What's good, my bro? How you feeling, man? Appreciate you pulling up. Kind of like Roach, but has better skills out of the ring. I'm gonna go look him up. I'm gonna go check him out. I'm gonna go check him out. What's good, my brother? Skills, man. What's good with it, man? But I'm gonna say, he never fought at 140. That's why he's gonna lose. Yeah. I think that might be, that might be the challenge for him. But we're gonna see. Maybe a surprise, Ryan. He definitely got some puncher power though. Just got off, man. Good, man. Make sure you get you some rest, man. I know how that be, Brody. Don't work too hard on him, man. Good to always see my brother in the building. Can't find the inside. Yeah, he and again, Chris, that's maybe he'll learn to learn to get an inside game with Derrick James. He'll add that to his arsenal, because I think that'll make him a much more versatile fighter and make him definitely tougher to deal with. He don't want to be a guy right now. I just think Ryan has been winning off his athleticism. You get what I'm saying? His youth, speed, power, reflexes, things like that. Like, it's the physical. Now I think what Derrick James brings is the mental aspect to the game and make him be more of a thinker in the ring and putting his punches together as opposed to just focusing on one hook or a kill shot, as they say. You know what I mean? So I think Derrick James can make him more disciplined and more consistent in that regard in terms of his approach and how he approaches fights and strategically goes about getting the job done. I think Derrick James will try to bring another element out of him, and it'll be interesting to see if he can develop an inside game under the tutelage of Derrick James. I'm not expecting to see it immediately in the first fight, but I want to see if Derrick James is ever able to smooth out any of Ryan's rough edges, so to speak, and see if he's going to be at least a slightly improved fighter, because it'll be interesting. Like, he already is very dangerous as it is, if you're being honest. But now imagine this dude really applying himself and putting in the work like people's favorite fighter. You get what I'm saying? And really trying to get the absolute most out of his career. I could see him being an improved fighter under Derrick James. How far he'll take it remains to be seen. But I like the Derrick James move. Have Oscar Duarte will force him into like a John Ryder type. I feel you. So I'm gonna come through and see my little nephew. Man, you already know skills. We here, Brody. I don't nothing change. You got Regis. I feel that, man. Ryan is gonna pump that jab. True indeed. And I think you already know he like to set up that left hook. I want to see how he worked the body, though. I want to see, You get what I'm saying? I want to see if they work on the inside game. Imagine Ryan working in the inside, bro. Ryan working in the inside would be crazy, man. Seeing him shoot some uppercuts from the inside and really working, going to the body, it'd be fun to watch. Ryan look bad for real. Yeah, Chris, look, I think this is a tricky fight for him. It's one that dude could mess around and beat him. You know what I mean? If he not on his game, and I think he got some legit punching power. And you seen Ryan get his chin checked a couple times, so you know he can be hurt. So he definitely have to bring an A game for sure. I believe. Bring the A game, man. Bring the A game. Be focused. Be locked in. Be switched on. I hope him and Derek James is putting in the right work, and I hope he he learning the way, the Derek James way, bro. Said Ryan gonna KO Duarte. He probably will. I'm gonna go look him up when I get off. Y'all made me want to go rewatch Loma and Haney, so I'm gonna rewatch that because I know how to get to the stuff. So I'm gonna rewatch that. I'm gonna watch some Oscar Duarte either fights or some of his highlights and get a gauge for what kind of fighter he is, so I can know what to expect when they fight December 2nd. The Oscar had that power 140. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So it's gonna be interesting. It's 5 pounds, but so we'll see. Cause look, he to be real though, he did make his pro debut at 141. So his pro debuts fought at 141. And his opponent weighed 141 and a half. So he did fight one fight that high. He got some fights at, let me see. 138 is considered 138 and a half is considered 140, I believe. So yeah, so he's fought a couple fights, if you want to call it that, at 140, but he's not a career 140 pounder, right? He's fought way more fights at 35 and lower. You get what I'm saying? So it's tricky. He's moved around a little bit, but he's 27, so I think he'll be all right. He'll be all right. It should be a good fight. Should be good. It should be a good fight. I think they're allowing him to see Devin Haney to see what exactly he want to do. Because remember, he still threw that out there, that notion that he'll test the waters out at 40 and go back to 35. I don't think he will. I think he just wants to secure a belt. You know what I mean? I think, just business-wise, you thinking hold on to your straps and then you secure another one. Once you secure another strap in another division, I think he'll probably say goodbye to 135 for good. That's my opinion on it. But say hypothetically, if he were to lose, maybe he reconsiders a fight at 35, a money fight. Who knows, right? It's just options. So I don't know which way he'll go. But if I had to pick, I think he's going to try to secure this belt and win this fight against Regis. Establish himself, first fight at 140, become a champion there, and I think he'll say goodbye. Now, I could be wrong. I don't know his plans, but I think that's something he'll do because I think his body he'll feel better at the weight. Think he'll feel good about a good win over, Regis Prograis. He said Regis Prograis is the best guy at 140. So, and smart, Dev, I know what you're doing. You building up your opponent so you know the game. Don't tear down your opponent, because if you tear down your opponent and you beat him, how could you expect people to give you credit for a guy that you just shitted on? So I see that young Dev is learning the game and he understanding to build up your opponent. And he might be being sincere about it. He might really do feel like Regis is the guy at 140, but it's a good sign. But he understanding the game to build up your fighter, shed light on your fighter, give your fighter his credit and just do. So when you go in there and whoop his ass, people do fall in line and give you that same credit. And the winner will get his credit. The loser will get his credit. But the winner going to definitely get his just due, man. I feel like Dave got a very, very good chance of pulling off this win because of the areas where he is strong at and the areas where Regis struggles is not so good at. It's going to cause some problems for him in this fight. But he will have opportunities to be successful. And Regis is a hell of a fighter. So it's a real 50-50 fight. I rock with both of them. I just want to see the fight. So December 9th, we got us a great fight coming. December 2nd, Ryan Garcia is back. Let's see who fills in this February 10th date. If it's going to be Teofimo with somebody else. I'm hearing that could potentially be his date. Remember, y'all, at Teofimo, they had him, fighting on the Heisman night. That was his slot. Now they moved him out of that. I guess they trying something new maybe, but Robisi Ramirez is set. I believe he's headlining the card on Heisman night. And I think the February 10th slot might be for Teofimo, but I don't know who was going to be in there with him because they threw a couple of different names. Like you hearing people throw Tank out there. I doubt it's Tank. You hear Ryan, Haney, you hear different names. So we'll see. He will fight Catterall on the UK next year. Remember my comment, Just. We gonna see, bro. Hey man, you might be on to something, bro. You might be on to something. You really might be on to something. Devin wins. Will he vacate? I think he will, Chris. I think he vacates because I think it's like a business move. It's like, yeah, I'm gonna hold on to these straps because he just earned it. And, I'm gonna milk my my run, but I think he, that's like a security blanket, like smart wise, business wise. Like, let me hold these belts. Let me see, go over here, try to secure this belt up here. Once I do that officially, then he probably says goodbye to the belts. They get dispersed, and then people got to fight for him, right? So I think that's what'll happen. Robeisy was around to lose to Espinoza. I think, yeah, man, Robeisy is solid, though, man. I like him, man. I want to see that fight, too. So we'll see, man. Robeisy a good fighter, though. Good fighter, man. WBA will strip him as soon as he walks in the ring at 140. Oh, okay. So, see, you already know how it's going, D1. So I guess in this story, at the end of the day, he gonna end up dispersing the rest of them. But I think he'll definitely want to secure a title first. But we'll see, man. Salute to him, man. I'm just glad we got another 50-50 fight coming, man. He loves making a common opponent fight. That's why Jack's fighting Linares. Jack will call Haney out. Watch, brother. I'm with you. I like how you thinking, bro. I like that, man. I like that. I think you might be right, yo. You might be right. I like the way you thinking, man. That's a possibility. And again, I think all these fights are on the table for Haney once he get to 140 because I don't think he'll turn down smoke. I think he'll be looking to make meaningful fights of substance as he's been doing as of late, right? And I think he'll continue to do that. So, I mean, salute to him. Keep doing your thing. I'm rocking with you. Even though y'all dragged me into the little back and forth earlier. It's all good. Y'all won't get me again. But salute to boxing, man. Salute to the family, everybody that's rocking with me. Salute to everybody on the Super Chat, Cash App. Appreciate y'all. Much love and appreciation, man. Another dope build in the books, man. Another good Wednesday where we just gave boxing is just due, man. Y'all tune in tomorrow. We gonna be back to build some more boxing, man. And salute to Dev and his fans, man. Devin Haney will never fight Jack Catterall unless he had a strap. Yeah, keep giving us these 50-50 matchups, Bole, and I'm happy as a fight fan. You know what I'm saying? But salute to everybody, man. Much love and appreciation, man. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all good Wednesday, man. I don't know if is my good brother Jay Hardcore on. Yes, Jay Hardcore is on now, man. If y'all still on, man, y'all feel free to go check out Hardcore Boxing News. Hardcore Boxing News. Go check out my good brother Jay Hardcore. He on now. He beat Josh. He was robbed. Yeah, he did beat Josh. He definitely beat him. He definitely. Now I get you. Me Vec. I don't want to mispronounce your name, but I got you. I think you might be on to something. I could see him definitely calling him out, dude. Miss Joette, you make sure you have you a good night, Queen. And salute to the Kings in the chat. Michael White, salute, peace. Peace to your family. Salute to my famo, man. We gonna get up out of here, y'all. Peace.